Southeast of Saline will put Cameron Whitty back deep along with Nathan Friesen. They stand at about their own 15-yard lines. Hoisington ready to kick it away here as we get this one cranked up and a chance to go to the Final Four in Class 2A next week.
Got to start fast here. Get your special teams, get up the field, have a good starting field position, but strap in for this one, folks, because you're in for a dandy tonight.
Taylor Morales will kick it away. He will get things started here from Brown Stadium, a stadium that has been built since 1937. It was a government project, and it still stands here today. It has been equipped with new carpet here this season. Cameron Whitty could not get up to the football as he comes back, and he will have the football down to just inside of the 14-yard line, it looks like. So a little weird mishandling of the football there for Southeast of Saline. We don't see that often on special teams, but that will bring out Southeast of Saline's offense. Up front, our starting lineups brought to you by the Jeff Wells Agency of American Family Insurance. It starts with Nathan Weller at center. To his left, Josiah Monday. Left tackle is Keaton Blake. To the right, Brody Chambers and Kendall Miniman on the right tackle. They will also throw in Deacon Bear, Drew Weller, Trayton Olson, and Trey Droege into the mix of that offensive line. We'll go over the skill players for you after this play for Southeast of Saline. This starts at the 24-yard line. Here's a pitch out. Friesen, right-hand side, has a blocker out in front, but the Hoisington Cardinals win that block, and it will be a 4-yard loss for Nathan Friesen on first down. This Cardinal defense is very, very good. Let's go over the skill players for Southeast of Saline. Daniel Kerr is your quarterback. Cameron Whitty, Nathan Friesen, along with Tucker Thaxton, Evan Watkins, and Wyatt Boyd are your skill players. That's your starting lineups on Southeast of Saline's offense, brought to you by the Jeff Wells Agency of American Family Insurance.
Yeah, Hoisington doing a very good job on that opening play of stretching Southeast of Saline out very wide.
Back to the 19-yard line. They're going to say that was a loss of about 5. Daniel Kerr will keep it now for Southeast of Saline as he tries to slice his way to the left. He's going to be pushed back as well, and he will lose yardage also. 3rd down and long coming up here for Southeast of Saline on their opening drive. We are just underway here in Hoisington.
Not something we see this Southeast team very often get 1st and 2nd down and lose yardage on both plays. So now a big 3rd down and about 17 yards here to go for the Southeast of Saline offense.
I don't remember when this team had back-to-back plays for lost yardage. Empty backfield for Kerr. The southpaw wants to air it out. Down the sideline, left-hand side, Tucker Thaxton goes up and he takes one away, but then drops the football as they come down. The referees are going to confer. Thaxton had it when they went to the ground. They continued to hand fight. The Hoisington players stripped the football out of Thaxton's hands after an excellent catch, and the referees are going to come in and say incomplete.
Yeah, and Thaxton goes up and makes a highlight catch once again and just can't corral that one down as Mason Alderdice right there on the defensive play stayed right with it the whole time and was able, as they went to the ground, to knock that one out.
What a play by Thaxton. Just could not secure it with Alderdice as those two went tumbling to the turf between the 45 and 50-yard lines, and the ball came free. Wow, he's a highlight reel. Punt formation now for Evan Watkins back inside of his own 5-yard line. Snap is good from Olson. Watkins will put his foot into it. It's a low-line drive, and this one might be trouble. Hoisington has it at the 50, 45, and then stumbling down at the 40-yard line. There is a flag on the play. It appears to be a bad block against the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's going to come. Grady Gebhardt was right there to make that tackle and kind of just got shoved in from behind right there, and I think that's what you're going to get. So you're going to get a 15-yard penalty right here, and now you're on defense, so you got to step up.
Defensive starters for Southeast of Saline brought to you again by Jeff Wells, American Family Insurance. Bryson Lippold up front along with Brody Chambers, Josiah Monday, Drew Weller. We will see Deacon Bear, Keaton Blake, and Nathan Weller all rotate in. Hoisington comes to the line of scrimmage. They will start out with very good field position here. They will start out their own 46-yard line. We are scoreless. Southeast of Saline went 3 and out. Now Hoisington has it. This is a flex bone offense that will morph into a spread every now and then. They'll run it straight ahead and 4 yards for Hoisington on first down. The handoff that time to Taryn Kraft. Let me go over the defensive starters here around that defensive line. Tucker Thaxton, Daniel Kerr, Nathan Friesen, along with safety Gannon Jacobson, Grady Gebhardt, Cameron Whitty, and Wyatt Boyd. Those are your defensive starters brought to you by the Wells Agency.
And Gannon doing a good job coming up from that safety spot, coming in deep to stop that short gain.
to the 49-yard line. It was a gain of 3 for Hoisington. 2nd down and 7. A man in motion comes to the near side. They pitch it out. They want to go that side to Taryn Kraft. He plants his foot, cuts it back up, gets across midfield, still on his feet, shedding Trojans. He's inside the 40, and he makes it all the way to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12 for Taryn Kraft on first down, and a first down.
I believe that was Mason Alderdice, number 4, that got the carry on that one to drag that one up front. We understand at home watching on live stream video right now, some freezing issues going on. So just bear with us. We try to get through it.
First down and 10 at the 39. Hoisington gets a first down as they are in southeast of Saline territory. Again, they load up the left-hand side. And straight ahead, Taryn Kraft, who they call a fullback in this offense, will get 4 yards.
Yeah, a good job right there. Taryn Kraft gets that one, and he's low. He's a big guy. They have him listed at 5'9", 179, but he is playing much, much bigger than that.
2nd down and 6 at the 35-yard line. 9 minutes left to play, scoreless first quarter. Out to the right-hand side, 1 wide receiver, everybody else in tight. Now some motion. Alderdice will leave. He cuts it back inside. Cameron Whitty, who got into the backfield. And Mason Alderdice will take it all the way down inside of the 25-yard line. They're actually going to spot him down at the 25, it looks like. And that will be a gain of 10. 2 big plays so far for Mason Alderdice. A run of 12 and a run of 10.
Yeah, getting outside the tackles right there and following the big pulling guard of Caden Hoffman. Right there, 6'3", 317 pounds. You're going to have to get out and get in his way and not allow him to get that full head of steam.
First down and 10. Football sitting at the 24-yard line. Hoisington trying to march it down the field here and make the first statement of this game. So far, looks like the early momentum grab belongs to the Cardinals. From the 24, they're going to hand it off. Again, this goes to the fullback, Taryn Kraft, and he's going to work his way off the right-hand side for about a gain of 5 yards.
And the leading carrier on this team, Taryn Kraft, coming into this game, 99 carries, 955 yards, 10 touchdowns, averaging just about 120 yards per game.
Early score on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. El Saline is out in front of Hoxie at the end of the first quarter. That game started at 6 o'clock, and it's El Saline leading 6-0 over Hoxie. Keep an eye on that and other scores as we go along here through the night. Just inside of the 20-yard line go the Hoisington Cardinals. 2nd down and 5, 7.5 minutes left to go here in a scoreless first quarter. It is Moore, the quarterback keeper, trying to stretch it out to the left, has some space. 2 southeast of Saline Trojans chasing, and it looks like he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. That's the first time we've seen Tony Moore carry the ball, and he exhibited some speed working off to that corner off the left-hand side.
Yeah, not many times you see somebody outrun Tucker Thaxton over there with a great angle, but a really, really good starting drive for Hoisington, just marching right down the field.
17 yards for Tony Moore on his first carry of the night. It's first down and goal for Hoisington from the 2-yard line. 1 wide receiver way out to the right. Comes a guy in motion for the Cardinals. Now they're going to hand it off to Kraft right up the middle, and he's going to score. A statement drive by the Hoisington Cardinals to start this game, and it's Taryn Kraft from 2 yards away. His 4th carry of this drive, 15 yards, and now a touchdown.
Yeah, got one southeast of Saline player down on the field. Can't really see a number right now as the trainer is going to come out and take a look at him. Devin, how impressive was that drive from this Hoisington Cardinals team? They just kind of got it and said, we're going to run it right at you. Put your best guys against our best guys. And so far in drive number 1, won by Hoisington.
2-yard touchdown run by Taryn Kraft. Extra point is pending after we see who the injured Southeast player is. Still down at the goal line as the Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine trainers will check on him. They are with Southeast of Saline, home or away.
And I think right now, if you're Southeast Saline, you haven't seen this so far this year. Somebody just come out and take the football and just go right at you. So you got to settle down a little bit. We saw that pass play was open to Thaxton with the little play action, as it looks like maybe Deacon Bear, it looks like, getting up and walking off under his own power. So really, really good to see right there. But when you get the ball back here, you got to settle down and just put a drive together.
We do have a score update from El Saline. 22-14, El Saline leading over Hoxie at halftime. Again, that is hit halftime. It was a game that started at 6 o'clock, 22-14, El Saline over Hoxie in 8-man Division I. Extra point pending here for Hoisington. They will, most of the time, kick extra points with Talon Morales. Morales takes his drop here, trying to make it 7-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Snap is back, hold is down, and it's good, and the kick is low. It is line drive, but it is through. 7:22 left to go. Each team has had a crack at it on offense, and it's the Hoisington Cardinals leading Southeast of Saline 7-0 as you listen to Southeast of Saline Trojan football on KINA.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Saline Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinepainclinic.org.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Welcome back to Hoisington. Devin Haney along with Russ Kossel as we are just early on in this Class 2A sectional game. Southeast of Saline trailing here early against the Hoisington Cardinals. 7-0 is our score. Hoisington took it down the field after getting it at midfield. They forced Southeast of Saline's offense on a 3-and-out. And Hoisington went down about a 55-yard drive and ended up cashing it in. So a statement here by the home team, the Hoisington Cardinals. Boy, this place is juiced, isn't it? This is a Hoisington team. A lot of people either don't know or they don't remember recent history of this Hoisington team under Zach Baird. They are very good. Southeast of Saline kickoff here, taken by Cameron Whitty. Cameron Whitty off the left-hand side had some space. He slipped through one Hoisington Cardinal tackle and then barrel rolled to about the 35-yard line. We'll see where they spot the ball. And Southeast of Saline comes out here on their second possession of the night. Under Zach Baird, to finish that thought, he's been here 10 seasons. He's been in this point right here in the sectional round of the playoffs 9 times out of 10 seasons. Incredible.
Yeah, you can't ask for much better, and now trying to get to that next level after this sectional round to get to the sub-state championship.
They played for a state championship as recently as 2020. They lost to Rossville. That was their only loss of the season. Here's play action. Kerr rolls out. He's looking down the field. Here's Whitty with it at the 40, 35, 30, 25, and ran out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. The official coming in from the middle of the field is going to say he's at the 25, now the 26, 27. They keep backing up.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
They just robbed Cameron Whitty of 5 yards.
Yeah, he just went out and then just kept scooting back further and further and further until he finally stopped. But that play action right there, you saw that the last play on third down of the first drive coming wide open. Whitty runs a drag route across the middle, long post, wide open, good gain on first down.
39 yards on that pass play. Kerr wants to sling it again. He goes down the field into the end zone. Thaxton has it for a touchdown. 2-play drive, Tucker Thaxton into the end zone, and Southeast of Saline is not messing around being behind. They are 1-point trail now, and it's 7-6.
Almost like the exact start of the game last week, except for 2 runs. This one coming on the second drive, 2 deep pass plays. Captain Kerr just sets back in the pocket. The offensive line gives him all the time in the world, and somehow Thaxton gets behind the defense and every week never ceases to amaze me. Southeast is going to go for 2 right here.
39 and 27 on the pass plays. It's a 2-play drive. Southeast is going to back up now. Huddle. Now they're going to break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage in a traditional formation. And Hoisington jumping all over the place is going to give them a yard. Remember, that's just half the distance there. Hoisington can jump all they want. They're not going to give up much real estate. They're going to give Southeast about 1.5 yards here as it goes half the distance to the goal. 3 running plays for Southeast. 2 running plays and a pass play that was almost caught. 2 pass plays here, and the officials blow this play dead as well. Or did they? There was a whistle. I heard it even with my headsets on. Nobody stopped and came in. I don't know where the whistle came from, but this is something Hoisington has to sort out here in their home stands.
Yeah, you can't. There was a whistle from somewhere. I agree with you. I don't know where it came from. Everybody else around here is looking around just like we are. but you have to let that play stand. It didn't come from anywhere else. Obviously, it came from over here.
Southeast coaches have called their team over. They have put them already in kick formation, ready to go. We'll keep it right here, and we won't take a break. There was a whistle somewhere in this stadium. I'm not saying where it was at, but there was a whistle somewhere. Everybody on the field stopped, and then they went. Friesen almost said, okay, I'm going to take it. He was either Friesen or Grady Gebhardt. I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. But whoever the Southeast ball carrier was stopped as well. He saw the officials weren't acting on it to come in and close down the play. He ran right into the end zone and got 2 points. It's 8-7, Southeast of Saline.
Wow, what a wild way to finish that drive. And now you got to settle down. Okay, you can probably hear it, a lot of commotion going on down here. Coaches are upset. Everybody's trying to get an answer, but the play's over. There's nothing you can do about it now. That's 2 points on the board. Now if you're Wyatt Boyd on this kickoff, I think you have to be aware of who's back, as it looks like they're going to put Jason Robinson back as well as Carson Mason back there.
What a weird start. So Southeast here will kick it away as they lead 8-7. They were behind less than a minute. 7:01 left to go here in the first quarter. Wyatt Boyd has his hand in the air. He'll put his foot into it. A mid-range kick at about the 20 will be taken here by Hoisington. It's Robinson with the ball, and he will be contacted sooner than later as he will go ahead to about the 34-yard line. That is where Hoisington's second drive will start.
An update from the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, Class 3A. First quarter, Clay Center 7, Cheney nothing.
Hoisington coming out. We'll definitely keep an eye on that, right? Two teams in the recent past of Southeast of Saline football. Southeast went into Cheney a couple of years ago when they were still in Class 3A. Knocked off the Cardinals on a windy, cold night. Of course, they got Clay Center this year during the regular season in a victory. First down and 10 here for the Hoisington Cardinals as they start out at their own 34-yard line. 8-7, Southeast of Saline. Here's a play blown up by Southeast of Saline at the line of scrimmage. That's going nowhere as Southeast of Saline wrecks that one with Josiah Monday leading the way. Yeah. Brody Chambers also coming off the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, it looked like Josiah Monday and Brody Chambers both kind of collapsed on that A-gap, doing a great job. And Tony Moore wouldn't have had anywhere to go either on the outside as it was covered up by number 48, Bryson Lippold, who we talk about had a great first half last week against Kingman.
This Hoisington offense, Russ, they are number one in the state in Class 2A. We've talked about it a couple of times, and that's where they reside. Here's a motion. Moore hands it off inside to Kraft, and he is taken down. Grady Gebhardt, who leads this team in tackles, almost 100 tackles now on the season, holds that to a gain of just one by Kraft.
And much better adjustment right there by Southeast and this coaching staff on this drive. We saw in Hoisington's first drive, they just drove it right down the field. Half the 50 yards down the field, no obstruction at all positive plays. Now you're 2 plays in, 1 yard, 3rd and long.
3rd down and 9. Hoisington will dispatch 3 wide receivers, one of them acting more as a slot back on the left-hand side. There's a single to the right. Moore in the shotgun. Starts to backpedal here. 3-step drop out of the gun. Has a receiver way up high going up to make the catch at the 49-yard line. Is the leading receiver on this Hoisington team. It's Mason Martin.
That'd be Mason Martin's 14th catch on the year. He has 13 catches, 323 yards, and 6 touchdowns coming into this game. Just a sophomore that found a soft spot in that zone right over the top of the coverage. Tony Moore drops a beautiful ball right into him.
Took the words out of my mouth, Russ. That was a soft spot there in Southeast of Saline's defense, but still, the throw was high. Martin had to go up on the escalator to get that ball and brought it down beautifully. 1st and 10, Cardinals, as they move across the 50-yard line into Southeast of Saline territory. Here's the fake. Play action again. Kraft gets taken out. Moore looking for space. Can't find any. Now he rolls out to the right. Josiah Monday chasing, and Moore's going to airmail it onto the 6-lane track here at Hoisington High School. Yes, a 6-lane track.
Yeah, you're right. And, okay, Deacon Bear goes out on that last drive, and he is still out right now. So now at nose tackle is Drew Weller, doing a pretty good job right there of really all front 3, getting through there and forcing Tony Moore to the outside.
Weller in there. He's going to be key in this game if Deacon cannot come back in. Bear, we all know what he's meant to this defense this season. He had 2 sacks just 1 week ago against the Kingman Eagles. That incomplete pass has stopped the clock. 5:02 left to go here in the opening quarter. It's 8-7 Southeast of Saline. at the Southeast 47-yard line. Here's the inside give once again, and it's going to go to Taryn Kraft, who is contacted immediately, it seems. But they keep moving down the field on the spot, and it's going to be a gain of about 4.
Much better job tackling this week. Taryn Kraft's not near as big as we saw last week from Kingman, but I noticed going low. Much better job of going low and tackling here.
3rd down and 6, it appears, for Hoisington. They're spending a lot of time in the huddle, looking at wrist coaches, trying to get the plays in from the 43-yard line. Heavy offensive line, no wideouts. Moore's going to keep it off the right-hand side. He has a lot of space. Gannon Jacobson's giving chase, and I don't know that he can get there. Tucker Thaxton came from the opposite side of the field, and Tony Moore is going to house this. From 43 yards away, Moore on the quarterback keeper just slid to the outside, and he was able to take that one the distance for a Hoisington touchdown.
That is now Tony Moore's 17th rushing touchdown on the year, so really loss contained right there. If you're southeast of Saline, you have to keep somebody on that outside. Everybody just collapsed down. Tony Moore able to bounce that one to the outside.
Morales on for the extra point for the Cardinals. Trying to give Hoisington a 6-point lead. Placement is down, kick is up, and it is true. 4:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Hoisington has struck again on their second drive of the game, and the Cardinals lead southeast of Saline 14-8 as you listen to it here on KINA, brought to you by Isaacson Truck Line.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Salina Post and KINA, your home for all things Trojan. The Southeast of Saline Trojan sports stream live on the Salina Post, and you can always listen at 910 AM, 107.5 FM, or at 910KINA.com.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Hoisington High School, Devin Haney, Russ Kossel, Big Sam Pretty producing and engineering. Back at the KINA studios. Big thanks to Ryan and the gang and Isaacson Truck Line for helping us bring you Southeast of Saline playoff football here from Hoisington on a really pleasant November night.
Yeah, really good. Really great night. Update from the Bennington State Bank scoreboard again in Class 3A. Andale 14, Wichita Collegiate 0 in the first.
Here it's 14-8 Hoisington. 4:08 left to go in the first quarter. Hoisington has scored both times they have gotten the ball. That was a big third down conversion from Tony Moore. Now southeast of Saline. Set to get the football back. Whitty and Friesen back deep. They're standing at about their own 15-yard line. Now Whitty's going to back up to about the 10. Kick high, end over end. It will be Whitty sliding over to take it at the 15-yard line. Here he comes, left-hand side to the 20, and then stumbles ahead to about the 25-yard line.
Pretty good special teams coverage right there by Hoisington, as now Southeast is going to come out for their third drive of the game here in the first quarter, and still 4:03 left to go.
See where they spot the football here. It'll be just outside of the 25-yard line, so we will call it there.
That last drive by Hoisington, 6 plays and 2 big third down pickups.
Scoring drives brought to you by Marshall Motors in South Salina. Here's the end around. Whitty looking for some space. Big block in there by Friesen. Whitty is going to dive ahead, and he is going to take it to about the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3 by Cameron Whitty on first down.
And I think you have to stay there. You saw the run plays on the first drive. You didn't really gain anything. And in fact, you lost about 7 yards in 2 run plays. Now you get positive yards. Now you're sitting down at about 2nd down and 6.
From the 29. Kerr wants to throw, rolling out to his left, has some people chasing. Now he's going to run out of space and just chuck it out of bounds. Just the second incomplete pass of the night for Daniel Kerr.
And a good job right there by Daniel. I think that's what you got to do. You tried to string that play. and point your receivers to come back, but you get way outside the pocket like that, hold it till the last minute, and then you do a good job of throwing it away and not coming back across the body.
Back to the playoff Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Ellsworth and Norton at the end of one, scoreless, 0-0. Big third down here for Southeast of Saline. It's 3rd down and 7. Kerr wants to throw, still in the pocket, going to loft it up there, has a wide open Nathan Friesen. He's caught at 35-40, 45-50, down that left-hand sideline, and the last Cardinal to be able to arrest him does so, but it's not until Nathan Friesen gets across the midfield stripe.
And the offensive line, once again, allowing Daniel Kerr to have enough time. That thing floated and hung in the air for a long time and fell right into Friesen's lap, and he's able once again to turn it and run it up the field as now Southeast is into Hoisington territory once again.
27 yards, and it gives a first down to Southeast of Saline, who is now at the Hoisington 44-yard line. 2 wide receivers out to the right, Wyatt Boyd and Cameron Woody. Out to the left, it is Thaxton Watkins holding down that slot back spot. Here's Kerr, back to pass, unleashes it down the left-hand sideline. Thaxton has a step, comes back to it, nearly catches the football, but then tumbles out of bounds, and the ball hits the turf.
Kerr's got to lay that one out farther. He's got to let that go earlier. Tucker Thaxton was parallel after about 10 yards and had him beat. At that point, if you're Daniel Kerr, you have to let that thing fly because Thaxton had outrun once again, and it looks like they're going to leave him one-on-one coverage over there, and it may be a long night for the defender if Southeast can recognize that.
It's one of those things that we always ask ourselves, right? Can you outthrow Tucker Thaxton? And I think the answer is probably not.
Yeah, I don't think you can, and they're going to leave arguably probably their best defensive back in Mason Alderdice on Tucker Thaxton.
Now Watkins is out as a receiver. He'll come in motion and set up back in that slot back spot on the right-hand side. Here's the give to Friesen, dancing around looking for space. Cardinals come in and they take him down for no gain. Friesen just ran out of time. He started out to the right, could not find any daylight there, tried to slide back to the left on a couple little mini steps and was unable to find anything over there on the left-hand side of the field. That no gain on 2nd down brings up 3rd down and 10.
Pass game's working, but you have to stay true and keep those defensive guys sucked in with play action. So look for here as they're going to bunch it up and not have anybody outside the hatches.
Thaxton is off to the left, but he is still in tight. Kerr fakes the pitch. He has to get rid of it quick. Watkins makes a catch behind his back, but still a great open field tackle there by Hoisington on defense. Ian Smith taking him down. Watkins got about 4 yards on the play, so it's going to be about 4th and 6.
And Watkins had to adjust big time to get that. Kerr running play action and coming back, had a guy right in his face. Unable to see who that was, but held poised, got it to Watkins. Now 4th down here from about the 39-yard line.
4th and about 5. Here's Kerr rolling out to the left, looking down the field, has Thaxton again, and he taps those toes right on the sideline. Tucker Thaxton out of bounds at the 24. What a catch and what a throw from Captain Kerr.
I think that starts with the route. He ran full speed right at Mason Alderdice, planted that foot, and got just enough separation. Kerr laid it only where Tucker could get it. And Thaxton doing a great job with his feet and realizing where he is at on the field, got his feet in for 1st down.
Already 2 catches, 42 yards for Tucker Thaxton. Football setting with a new set of downs for Southeast of Saline at the 25-yard line. We're inside 2 minutes left to go. 1st quarter. Here's a throwback to Friesen. That looks familiar from Clay Center. Friesen was at the 20, 15, 10, 5, coasting into the end zone. Nathan Friesen, his first receiving touchdown of the season, and he gets it here against the Hoisington Cardinals and puts Southeast of Saline back out on top from 25 yards away.
Really well-designed play call right there. We saw that earlier in the year that kind of sealed a victory when the Southeast was kind of on the ropes and needed a 1st down. And that play, Kerr hung on to that, and Friesen was just wide open.
Here's 2-point conversion, back of the end zone. Kerr throws up a lollipop to Wyatt Boyd in the back of the end zone, and Southeast of Saline gets 2. 1:48 left to go here in an eventful, entertaining, excellent 1st quarter of football. Southeast of Saline leads Hoisington 16-14 here on KINA.
Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina has been named Dealer Raider in 2023 for Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. What's that mean? It means when you buy a vehicle at Home Automotive, you will receive the absolute best in service now for the 11th consecutive year in Abilene and the first for the new Salina location. Home Automotive just keeps exceeding your expectations because you are the number one priority, and that is just one reason why. When you shop at Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina, you're going to be glad you did.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Football on KINA.
25-yard touchdown pass, and that ball only traveled about a yard down the field. Nathan Friesen caught it. It was all yards after catch for Nathan Friesen. The two-point conversion was good to Wyatt Boyd, and Southeast of Saline establishes themselves back out in front, 16-14. As they lead by 2, 1:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Defense? What defense?
Yeah,
here we go, right?
I mean, we're looking at, we're still in the first quarter and sitting at 30 points right now combined. So, really good job by Southeast Saline. Now, you have to settle down and somehow figure out how to get a stop on defense.
Here's the kick by Wyatt Boyd, again looking for a soft spot. He can't find one. It's going to be taken again by Hoisington at the 20-yard line and off to the races. Gannon Jacobson spun the returner around, but this one may be housed. Jacobson comes back around, and give Gannon all the credit in the world because he did not quit on that play. It's a big return for Hoisington, but it could have been a touchdown. Probably should have been a touchdown, but Gannon Jacobson would not let it happen.
Yeah, and Jason Robinson right there kind of didn't even wait for a block. He saw a hole and just hit it. And bounced off of one tackler, and Gannon Jacobson doing a good job of staying with it and able to run him down. But nonetheless, Hoisington with great starting field position once again.
53 yards on the return for Robinson. But Gannon Jacobson just didn't quit on that play. Here's Kraft off the left-hand side. He's like a bowling ball, just collecting Southeast of Saline players. Finally, Tucker Thaxton will throw him down inside of the 20-yard line.
And Southeast defense doing a pretty good job at early contact, but it's yards after contact that Hoisington excels in. Taryn Kraft is just a bulldozer in there at that fullback position.
They give him 9 on that play. Will bring up second down and 1. 7 carries, 29 yards for Taryn Kraft so far.
You got to keep contained here. They run it up the middle a lot, but they like to bounce it outside.
1 minute left to go, first quarter. Southeast with a 2-point lead. Moore, play action, wants to throw. He's being hounded. Bryson Lippold got in there, and then Moore left, and then Grady Gebhardt pounds him out of bounds on the near sideline. Gebhardt came up to meet Tony Moore and won that battle. Moore got downfield, but he paid for it.
Yeah, he was able to pick up the first down, but he kind of woed up, and I don't know if he saw Grady Gebhardt coming from his peripherals right there. And a good job of Grady laying that hit on him and letting him know he's still there as we finally tick under a minute to go in this first quarter.
5 yards for Tony Moore on that scramble play, ended by Gebhardt. Football sitting at the 13-yard line. Kraft, the lone setback, directly behind Moore, who ducks under center this time. They're going to power sweep left-hand side. Nope, it's in the belly of Taryn Kraft, and he gets spun around. He's inside of the 10 to about the 7 on a gain of 6. That may be the last play, depending on what Hoisington wants to do here.
Yeah, they don't have to run a play right here if they don't want to. About a 5-second, 4-second differential.
They are huddling up. Old Lynn Dawson, Kansas City Chiefs style, where everybody is looking at the ball, and between the ball and them is the quarterback facing them by himself. And Moore, I think, just told his team and the official, we're going to go ahead and take this one to the second quarter, boss. 16-14, Southeast of Saline leads it by 2. Hoisington knocking on the door once again when we come back. Southeast of Saline football brought to you here on KINA, and also live stream video on SalinaPost.com, brought to you by Isaacson Truckline.
Stardust Trophy Downtown Salina has all the cool football medals and trophies your team needs for its players when their practice session pays off in big wins. Choose from tons of trophy styles and customize it exactly as you want. Stardust Trophy even has special trophies just for fantasy football leagues. Just for fun, choose football bobblehead trophies. Got an autographed or special football? Show it off in a special acrylic showcase from Stardust Trophy. 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
Does your free checking put more cash in your account? Does it give you free access to ATMs nationwide? If not, tap into super-powered free Kasasa Cash Banking Checking at the Bank of Tesket. Visit bankoftesket.com to learn more. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the Bank of Tesket for details. Member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tesket.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
A couple of scores to update you on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Andale and Wichita Collegiate tangling tonight at Class 3A. Andale leads that one 22-7. Also, Axtell is leading their game 54-6. Here it is 16-14. Hoisington leading southeast of Saline. Down at the 13-yard line, where it's second down at about 4. Pitch out, left-hand side, Mason Alderdice, and he's going to score. Mason Alderdice gets the football into the end zone on a run from 13 yards away. His third run of the night, and 35 yards. That is his first touchdown.
Good design play call right there, as they've been just pounding it up the middle, just wearing them out, and then they run a pitch out there to Mason Alderdice and just blocked extremely well on that outside. So Southeast now, once again, just trading blows here as Hoisington's going to take a 20-16 lead with the extra point pending.
3 Cardinals, 3 touchdowns, just spreading it out, all of them rushing touchdowns. And that is the first play of the second quarter. Hoisington going for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is true. Add another point on for Hoisington. 11:54 left to go here in the second quarter. 21-16. Hoisington leading southeast of Saline by 5. Back with more Trojan football after this.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the Heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Saline is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
It's a 4-play drive for the Hoisington Cardinals after that big kick return. Zach Baird continues to have conversations with the official that is assigned to his sideline. But his Hoisington Cardinals have regained the lead 21-16 after that Mason Alderdice 13-yard touchdown run. That scoring drive brought to you by our friends in South Salina at Marshall Motors. Black Friday special pricing going on right now on everything. Ram trucks, also Dodge cars. You can get a Challenger, maybe a Charger. You like to go fast? I don't know. Also Chrysler products as well. Special Black Friday sales event pricing going on all month long at Marshall Motors.
You like to go fast. Speaking of fast on that Marshall Motors, this score, the lack of defense of what there is at Hoisington's last drive was really, like you called it, set up by Jason Robinson on that excellent kick return. Now getting the ball back once again for southeast of Saline.
Friesen and Whitty back deep again. They are standing between their own 10 and 15-yard lines. As Hoisington kicks it away. This is going to be a shorter kick. Whitty will come up, take it at the 20. He angles off to the right-hand side. He is on the accelerator, but gets tripped up at the 25. Whitty will end up out about the 30-yard line. A good return, but boy, if he gets through that ankle tackle, look out. We might be talking about another touchdown in this one.
Yeah, he might have got tackled by the 26-7-yard line right there. He tried to make one cut and lost a little bit of his feet. So you're going to have it at the 31-yard line for southeast of Saline, and look for that air attack, as it looks like they're going to leave one-on-one coverage again out here with Tucker Thaxton. 2
touchdowns for southeast of Saline so far, both of them in the air. Both of them big plays. Here's the fake on the end around to Whitty. Kerr will keep it as he plunges ahead to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on first down.
Yeah, and they might mark this one back a little. Spots are just extremely questionable here to start this game. So for Southeast, you get a positive gain on first down. But I think you have to once again take advantage, Devin, don't you, if they're going to leave Tucker Thaxton one-on-one out here against Mason Alderdice.
He has been making plays, no doubt about that, and also just missed on 2 long plays down that far sideline, which is now our near sideline. Thaxton always lined up on the left-hand side. Here's Kerr rolling out to that side, looking down the field, running out of space. Chase from behind, chase from the front. Now he's going to reverse field and go the other way. Kerr looking for that first down stick, and he has it. Daniel Kerr all the way across the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 as he reverses field. It's not the credit to Daniel Kerr that matters on this play. It's the other 10 guys not getting caught with a bad block.
Yeah, and really good coverage by Hoisington, and that's what it set up, but the offensive line doing a good job pushing these big guys around, and when Daniel Kerr can turn that corner and go back the other way, just wide open field for a first down.
Up to the 43, southeast of Saline, play action, Kerr looking back here, he's going to be under pressure, 2 Cardinals chasing, and Kerr now will throw it over here to the track as it goes out of bounds. The Hoisington coaches saying that it did not go back to the line of scrimmage, but that's a judgment call, I think, as that ball was way up in the air. Heck, it was closer to us probably than it was anybody else.
Yeah, and I don't know, not sure what they're going to call here. The White Hat's going to walk all the way over here. They were shaking their head as I couldn't see it or nothing, but just real questionable. Oh, now you're going to get a flag for that. Chalk that one up to the Hoisington coaching staff for getting that call.
Zach Baird has spent a lot of time on the field. I hope he clocked in before this game because he should be getting paid for his time put in out there on the turf. And they're going to say it was intentional grounding on Kerr.
So where are they going to – so this should be spotted.
Yeah, that's the problem is I don't know that the officials even know where Kerr was at when he threw the ball.
No, they don't have no clue.
They're going to back him up
5 yards.
5 yards.
So I think now if you're Southeast, you got to really protect. And if you're going to go back to that passing game, you got to be quick. Thaxton has Alderdice beat in the first 4 yards of these route. You're just going to have to get it up. Now they're going to go back even farther. They have no clue where he was at when he spotted this ball. They're just going to walk it off and put it somewhere.
All the way back now to the 26-yard line. I don't think he was that deep. It's about 17-yard loss. 18-yard loss for Southeast on that intentional grounding. Southeast, though, offensively, they don't blink right now. Back, ready to go again. Kerr, little flag pass out to Gary Gebhardt, and Gebhardt dropped it. Grady was already running at almost 9 out of 10, and he was not able to hold that football in his hands. And that could have been another big play there for Southeast of Saline. Incomplete, though. Daniel Kerr now throwing the football 6 of 10 in this first half. 10.5 minutes left to go, second quarter. Hoisington leads it by 5.
And you wonder if Gebhardt, almost like that interception last week, just wide open grasses and just was unable to bring it in.
4 wide receivers to the left-hand side. Kerr wants to roll that way. Here comes a Cardinal on a blitz. Kerr's going to throw it down the field. 3 Cardinals in the area, and it's going to be picked off by Tony Moore. Tony Moore went up and took that football. There's a flag back at about the 10-yard line. The White Hat has picked it up. Now he is running down the middle of the field. Tony Moore. Now the official's putting the flag in his pocket.
How do you throw a flag and then pick it up, put it right back in your pocket?
Not sure.
Nonetheless, probably an ill-advised throw right there by Daniel Kerr. Probably just need to take that one, throw it away again, not just throw it up in the middle of the field. Tony Moore goes up and intercepts that, so now you're stuck back again. 21-16, and now Hoisington takes over in the Southeast territory once again.
At the 41, Hoisington in a bunch formation once again. Taryn Kraft will move left hip of Moore as they start out the 41. Here's Moore, left-hand side, breaks through the line of scrimmage, and he may be gone. Daniel Kerr giving chase, and he's going to take Moore out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Another big play by senior quarterback Tony Moore.
Just big plays. They're just running right at you and saying, if you stop us if you can, just taking it and running right up the gut on Southeast. And once again, still no Deacon Bear in the game as Drew Weller has stepped up in. Deacon still over on the sideline.
38 yards on that play from Moore. Hoisington now at the 3-yard line. 10-15 left to go. First down and goal from the 3. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Zach Baird out on the field again. 15 yards out on the field. Hoisington's going to run the play. And the officials looking down the line of scrimmage say he's short. Not sure why Zach Baird is still out on the field.
Yeah, him and the officials just give a thumbs up to each other. So
he may have been trying to call a timeout.
No, there was no instance of timeout. He was screaming at his players, not anywhere near in the vicinity of the officials.
2 yards there, brings up first down and goal from the 1. Hoisington will put 2 wide receivers out wide. Now one of them will come back in a little further tight. More Ducks under center. He's going to turn and give it to Taryn Kraft, it looks like. His second touchdown of the night. So Hoisington strikes off of a Southeast of Saline turnover with 9:31 left to go here in the second quarter.
Just running it, like I said, once again, there's nothing flashy about this. They're snapping it. Either Tony Moore running it right up the gut, following a lead blocker, or Taryn Kraft just running guys over. So if you're Southeast, you're going to have to look to either pack the box and stop the run. Because now it looks like Taylor Morales coming in for the extra point once again.
Trying to make it a 12-point Hoisington lead. Kick is up, and he punches it through. 28-16. Our score, 9:31 left to go here. Second quarter. The second quarter brought to you by our friends at Saline Septic Service on KINA.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Second quarter playoff football brought to you by our friends at Saline Septic Service. Also now with services in Hutchinson. They are Hutchinson Septic Service. I want to thank Cole and Callie and the family at Salina and Hutchinson Septic Service for helping us bring you Southeast of Saline playoff football here tonight in Hoisington. Right now, Southeast of Saline behind the 8 ball a little bit here after another score. 2 scores, back-to-back touchdowns by Hoisington in this second quarter. And the Cardinal lead here on their home field, 28-16.
And we've seen the last 2 or 3 plays where Daniel Kerr has not really had the time. I think you either got to look and roll out directly right away or just throw a quick route. They're trusting Mason Alderdice on defense against Tucker Thaxton. And if they're going to leave him one-on-one, I think you have to take at least one shot again to try it.
It always seems to be for Hoisington's defense that one random blitzer coming free, right? I mean, it's just kind of a clear path to the quarterback, and that's what Daniel Kerr is having to deal with here in this second quarter. Morales ready to kick it away once again. It is Whitty and Friesen back deep. They have been close on a couple of these returns, just unable to spring it free. This one will be offered up to Whitty. He'll take it at the 15. Wants to run to the right. Gets a couple of blocks there from Friesen. Finds the edge. Still running to the 30. And then brought down at about the 33-yard line. There's a flag on the field on the far southeast of Saline sideline.
They're probably going to get a hold or a bad block right here once again. No penalties so far on this Hoisington Cardinal team, and now 3 or 4 against Southeast, and it is going to be holding.
Holding on Southeast of Saline will back the Trojans up and make this adventure even more so. See where they place it down here. It's going to be inside of the 20-yard line, back at about the 17.
Unfamiliar territory so far for Southeast, being down 2 scores for the first time this year.
Here is a couple of fakes. Kerr rolling out, wants to pass it, has Thaxton again. Thaxton catches it down the near-hand sideline, has a hard little beat, cuts back inside at the 40, spin move, still on his feet, works his way back to the middle of the field, looking for help, and then takes a knee at the 40. Big play again, Kerr to Thaxton.
I called it, right? You got to take a shot. If they're going to leave him one-on-one, 22 is going to get a workout tonight. Keep them legs fresh, because look for them now if they bring somebody else over to help. You got guys like Wyatt Boyd and Cameron Whitty on the other side that can catch just as good.
43 yards to Thaxton. He has 85 yards on the night. Here's Kerr again on a pass. Wyatt Boyd this time on the right-hand side for a gain of 8.
Yeah, and Daniel Kerr had C.J. Bryant breathing right down his neck. Had a hold of him by the back of his jersey, and he's still able to get that one out for a gain of 8 yards.
Passing game working here for Southeast of Saline if they can get Care time. 2nd and 2, and now Hoisington wants a timeout. 8:51 left to go here before halftime. Southeast of Saline trails by 2 touchdowns, but they are knocking down the door once again in big plays with the passing game. We'll take a break. Back with more Trojan football after this.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Join us after the game for the Kansas High School Football Scoreboard Show every Friday night from 10 until 11 o'clock. Scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas. Playoff action heating up. Of course, you'll be zeroed in on all that, see what the results were from tonight and who's moving on to next week. It's brought to you by Home Automotive Centers in Salina and Abilene, and also Salina Surgical Hospital.
Quick update, Class 4A, Andover Central 14, McPherson 7 in the second quarter.
From the 31, Southeast of Saline, 2nd down and 3. Care back to pass. They let everybody through, and they slipped a screen to Friesen. Friesen down the right-hand side. There is nobody over there, and Friesen on a house call is going to take it in from 31 yards away. Nathan Weller was over there. He pulled from his center spot after he snapped the ball. He looked around. There was nobody to block.
Yeah, it was so wide open over there, and a great play call. And that's the second time we've seen that throwback screen just go back. They're over-pursuing so hard on everything on play action. So I think you have to put that in your back pocket and notice that. But Daniel Kerr's still floating backwards. He had them big guys breathing right down on him, and it took everything he had to get it over to Friesen, as now they're going to go for 2.
2-point conversion, end around. Cameron Whitty with Weller out in front, and Whitty will be arrested. What a play by Tony Moore. He should have been sealed off, blocked by Weller.
That's Carson Mason.
Excuse me, but Carson Mason came diving in and took him out of the play. Still an impressive drive, though, for Southeast of Saline to make this a 6-point game as we step away. 8:42 left to go here in the second quarter. 28-22 Cardinals on KINA.
Looking to take the next step in your career? Consider an MBA from Kansas Wesleyan. You can complete the program fully online in as little as 1 year, and your last class is free. Want to be a part of one of the region's fastest growing universities? Visit kwu.edu/MBA today. That's kwu.edu/MBA.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
A 3-play drive, 83 yards for Southeast of Saline. 2-point conversion missed, but the scoring play, Daniel Kerr to Nathan Friesen, 31 yards out. 22-28 now, Southeast of Saline back to within 6 after trailing, as Russ said, by 2 scores for the first time this season.
Quick update here in 2A. Nemaha Central 26, Osage City 7 in the second. If you're special teams here, Devin, you have to get a stop. Maybe look for this one, put it on the ground. The middle of that field's wide open. You can't give these guys room to run wide open.
Hoisington ready here on the return. We are not even halfway through the second quarter. Here's the kick for Wyatt Boyd. It angles off to the right-hand side. It will be taken here by Hoisington on that far sideline. A lot of traffic over there, and a big hit by Trey Droege. And it will be just short on the return of the 40-yard line.
Looked like that was senior Ian Smith, running back 5'11", 183 pounds. Really no small guys on this team at any spot. So now right here, if you're Southeast, this may be the best defensive field position you've had. Not great. Don't get me wrong, but you have to come up with a stop.
We look across on the Southeast bench. We do not anticipate seeing Deacon Bear anymore in this game. He went out on that first drive for Hoisington, the first defensive possession for Southeast of Saline. First down and 10, Hoisington. Up the middle comes Taryn Kraft, and he steps through everybody. Now into the second level, and he may be gone to the sideline. He will go and head out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A couple of Southeast Trojans had the angle on him, but Taryn Kraft just stepped through that first level and ended up running free in the open range.
Yeah, and you can't even call that a broken tackle. They weren't even enough to even slow him down. So you're going to have to pack the box here, I think, as it looks like defense kind of shifting around in positions. Friesen being about the only one in there. I think you got to look to maybe bring Grady Gebhardt, Daniel Kerr up a little bit right now.
30 yards by Taryn Kraft on that play. From the 32, first down and 10. Here's a pitch out. Right-hand side to Alderdice, and he is clocked and dropped. Grady Gebhardt there to make the stop after a gain of a couple.
Much better job. They're going to give him about 4 yards right there. So, good tackle by Grady Gebhardt, but you're going to have to find a way to get a negative play or to get a no gain on a play as they're just subbing new guys in and out at these running back spots trying to stay fresh.
You give Alderdice 5 on that play. He has 4 carries, 40 yards, averaging 10 yards a carry. Second down and 5 at the 27. Hoisington with one wide receiver out far left. Moore's going to ride the running back almost all the way in through the hole. Then there's a wall of Southeast of Saline players there to stop him. Getting up off the turf, coming in from his linebacker spot is Daniel Kerr.
And they're going to give him 2.5 yards.
I don't understand the spots of these balls. I just really don't.
Big third down right here. You got to keep contained. They're pounding it up the middle once again, but you saw this on the last third down play. Tony Moore taking that shotgun snap and running right up. Everybody collapses in. He bounces it outside and gets a touchdown. So you got to come up with a stop right here.
3rd and 3 at the 25 for Hoisington. Again, one wide out to the left. Little bit of motion in the backfield, but now they reset. 2 slot backs. Moore will keep it, looking for some space. He doesn't have any. Southeast comes in and buries him. Brody Chambers will put the finishing touches on it, but down underneath that pile, getting up from everybody, is Bryson Lippold.
And Bryson just sacrificed his body right there, just kind of threw it in at the defender, was able to get his arms around Tony Moore. So now a 4th down and about a long 4 yards here to go. If you're Southeast, you still have to contain right here. They can still run it anywhere they want.
Moore lost about a half a yard on that play. Brody Chambers talking to his linebackers behind the defensive line. 4th down and 4. Everybody in tight. One wide receiver to the right. Boy, Hoisington moved early on that play, and they're going to get away with it and get a first down. The whole right side of that Hoisington offensive line that time moved early, and there's no flag on the play. They're going to get a first down. Unbelievable. I am not a quote-unquote official complainer, but I was waiting on the flag on that, and it never came out.
Yeah, it's tough. That's really all you can say about it. It's very unfortunate about that right there, but now you have to regather yourself and contain right here and somehow, some way, stop them up the middle.
First down and 10 for Hoisington at the Southeast of Saline 17-yard line. Again, 2 wide receivers, one on each side, but everybody in tight, kind of between the hash marks. Moore wants to roll out, has that ball ready to go, goes up to the end zone, and it's going to be high-pointed and caught in the back of the end zone. Carson Mason up there for the catch from 17 yards out, and a touchdown for Hoisington.
Yeah, and it looked like maybe Wyatt Boyd right there fell down as he kind of went to go get the jump, and his feet kind of went out from under him. Very unfortunate right there. It was covered real well, but a good catch right there by Carson Mason, and now they're going to bring out the extra point attempt again.
Mason's first catch of the night. Carson Mason going up and making a spectacular catch.
And is only his 9th catch of the year, but his 4th touchdown of the year now.
So Carson Mason gets it 17 yards away. Extra point is up and good. And Hoisington strikes again. 5:30 left to go here in this second quarter. 35 for Hoisington's, 22 for Southeast of Saline here on KINA.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure you are fueled up and ready for whatever may be around the corner, no matter what time of day. Now live at Asaria Oil and Hardware, 24/7 pumps. No matter what time of day or night, your gas and diesel tanks can rely on us. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
6-play drive for the Hoisington Cardinals. They drew up exactly what they needed to answer the previous touchdown by Southeast of Saline. And the extra point was good after Tony Moore was able to connect with Carson Mason from 17 yards away. Extra point made it 35-22 in favor of Hoisington. That is the third Hoisington Cardinal touchdown in this second quarter alone.
Yeah, and Southeast is yet to stop them. 5 touchdowns now on 5 drives for Hoisington. Southeast has been stopped on 2 drives, and that's the difference in this game where Hoisington has been able to get up and make a stop. So right here on special teams, try to get your team good field position and then get a drive back together. Obviously, I don't want to say you have to, but you got to go to the air at some point because it's been there.
Cardinals, no turnovers, no punts. Southeast of Saline, 1 interception, 1 punt after their first drive of the game that went 3 and out. Cardinal ready to put the football in the air again. Cameron Whitty over to the right-hand side. It's going to bounce in front of him at the 15. He's going to have to pause and scoop it up at the 12. Now he tries to work near side, and there's nothing but red jerseys around him as he is going to be taken down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and Preston Merlou right there, a freshman coming in, who this kid, seen him play quite a bit. He's a very talented freshman. Just kind of goes down there and breaks down and makes a great open field tackle. So now Southeast backed up deep once again with terrible field position.
3 touchdowns so far for Southeast of Saline. They've all been in the air, and they've all been big plays. 25 yards, 31 yards, 27 yards for the Trojans. Nothing in the rushing game thus far. They have 9 yards rushing. Here's Kerr, back to pass, stays in the pocket, he's under heat, now he slide steps out to the left, directing traffic downfield, chased by 2 Cardinals, throws off his back foot, and it's going to be incomplete. The only reason that was not intercepted is because Tucker Thaxton came flying in like Superman to try to make a play on that ball. Now Tucker Thaxton gets up a little bit gimpy, but he saved an interception there.
Yeah, he did, because that ball was hanging in the air, and he came from probably 20 yards away and just really gave his body up. Came in, you're exactly right, like Superman, and still almost had a shot at it, as now there's a Hoisington player down on the field.
There is a Cardinal down, and it appears to be one of their best linemen both ways, offensively and defensively, and that's Braden Stevenson. Stevenson is a junior, 6'1", 231 pounds, and we haven't really talked about just the mass size of these Hoisington linemen yet. You get Caden Hoffman, who is getting offers at the next level. He is 6'3", 317 pounds. He is being recruited heavily, we understand, from Fort Hays State. You also have Caleb Berzer, 230 pounds at 5'11". You also have Stevenson that we talked about. Also, you have a couple of guys that can come in and rotate for this defensive and offensive line, over 250 pounds as well. And it's just pure size and just strength up front. And a lot of that is why we're seeing, when Hoisington has the ball, then able to get through that first initial line. You talk about it, the knock on Southeast of Saline all season long. It hasn't come to the point where it's a negative yet because they are so physical and they play so well, but that is that size. And we're kind of seeing, I think, the scales literally tip in Hoisington's favor tonight.
Yeah, they're obviously much bigger up front. I wouldn't say faster, but I think you're going to have to, at some point, you can't leave Daniel Kerr in the pocket. We've seen him now having to scramble, and on the good pass plays for really positive yardage. The only thing that's happened tonight is when he's been rolling out to that left-hand side where Tucker Thaxton has been. So a good break right here, I think, for this Southeast of Saline offense to go over there and get some coaching. Let's just say one-on-one, design the play call up and see what they can do.
This is a longer injury timeout here, 5:12 left to go here in the second quarter. We have seen 57 points so far in this game, and it's 35-22 in favor of Hoisington here on their home field.
Take a check of the Bennington State Bank scoreboard while we got a little bit here. Halftime, Clay Center and Cheney. Here's one for you, 7-7. Cheney coming in the number 1 seed in Class 3A after upsetting Andale earlier in the year. Andover Central is up 14-7 on McPherson at halftime, and Andale just steamrolling Collegiate again, 30-7 in the second quarter. See if we can find some other scores around the area. Axtell continues their dominating win streak, and they win 54-6 at the half over Osborne.
Braden Stevenson coming off here, and he is getting a lot of help coming off as he's favoring something on that left side coming off the field here for the Cardinals.
Also halftime just up the road from us in Ellsworth. Norton 6, Ellsworth 0. Also in Class 2A, Sabetha 14, Humboldt 12 at the half.
Thank you very much. That update on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Southeast already back out here, ready to go. We saw Tucker Thaxton get up a little bit gimpy that last time as he came flying in to save that ball. But he is still out there over here on the left, and he has a new defender assigned to him now in Mason Martin. So probably should be warning lights going off for this Hoisington defense right now, and maybe something the Southeast of Saline is recognizing. Grady Gebhardt is in the pistol directly behind Kerr for the 2nd down and 10. Southeast of Saline football at their own 15-yard line. Nathan Weller takes the football. He'll snap it back here in the shotgun. They're going to give it to Grady. Grady comes through the hole. He runs into one of his own linemen, and he will get about 2 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
And that hole was there. It was created very well by that offensive line, and he just didn't misread it just a little bit and couldn't bounce off to the left. If he cuts that a half yard sooner, right up the middle of the field comes open. You're right. They now have brought Mason Martin, and Alderdice is now over on the far side of the field.
3rd down and 8. They fake it to Gebhardt. Quick slant to Thaxton. He caught the football and goes down at the 30. What a play by Thaxton. It goes for 13 yards and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw the ball, knowing you're throwing your receiver open. He was covered. Daniel Kerr put that threw it, let it go before Tucker Thaxton even came out of his break, and threw it only where Tucker would go be able to get it and bring up a big, big 1st down.
Thaxton flirting with 100 yards unofficially already. 2 wide receivers to the right. Couple of running backs in the backfield. It includes the slot Evan Watkins. Kerr will play action. Now he comes back the other way as he slips out of a Cardinal grasp, and he will make it to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6. That's the best 1st down play, best 1st down run, I should say, that Southeast of Saline has had tonight.
Yeah, before that, maybe 1 or 2 yards, if not a negative play on 1st down. So that really opens your playbook up now on 2nd down. Your 2nd down is short inside of 5. It's still wide open as we still have Grady Gebhardt in there in the running back spot.
2 receivers to the right. The give is going to be to Gebhardt. Jump cut to the outside, has the 1st down across the 40, and he'll tumble ahead to the 42-yard line. Gain of 6 for Grady Gebhardt. How about this score update with 9 minutes remaining? El Saline and Hoxie all tied up at 30-30.
Oh, boy, in that 8-man big game that features 2 really, really good teams.
9 minutes left in Brookville, 30-30. Here's Kerr, back to pass. Unleashes it down the left-hand side, has Cameron Whitty at the 30, and he's run out of bounds at the 26. Nice pass again by Kerr, and he finds Whitty.
That was even, chalk that one up to saving Daniel Kerr's Kendall minimum. He had it double team, and they sent a late blitz off the side. He chips off and gets just enough of the defender blitzing out. So a phenomenal job right there by Kendall Minimum, dropping off, recognizing that, and chipping just enough for Kerr to get that one down the field.
Gain of 30 on the play to Cameron Whitty. Here's a stretch play. Gebhardt, right-hand side, has some open space. He might dive ahead for a 1st down. Grady Gebhardt dipped in, tested the room temperature, didn't like it, and then bounced it to the outside for a big run.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 1st down. You talked about it. Grady, not one that's going to use that sideline to get out of bounds. It's almost like to him there's a brick wall there, and I can't run into it. I got to get up the field. So a good drive right here put together. Now you got to capitalize as they're just inside the Can-Equip red zone by Case IH.
Gebhardt, gain of 11. 1st down and 10, just inside of the 20. Gebhardt pitch out left-hand side. A lot of white jerseys out in front. Cuts it back at the 10, and he's going to be rolled down at about the 7.
Gage Britt coming over from that defensive end spot, stringing that one way out, as they're going to give him about 8.5, almost 9 yards on that play.
Going to be a gain of 9 for Gebhardt as he has given this rushing attack some light here. Inside of the 10 to the 8-yard line. And 2nd down and short. Playbook wide open.
Yeah, still 2:15 left to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Wyatt Boyd by himself. He's a single receiver out to the right-hand side. Whitty will join him as he goes in motion. Maybe a little jet sweep action. Kerr will fake it to Whitty and get the 1st down at about the 5-yard line. Gain of 3 by Daniel Kerr.
I think the right read right there by Daniel Carey. You know you only need about 1 yard to get that first down. Pull it and get up the gut as they're going to continue to wind the clock now, and 1:53 left to go. And how important is a score right here, because Hoisington will get the ball to start the second half.
You have to score, and I don't think you're in a hurry either. 1:45 left to go. You don't want to give Hoisington the ball here and a chance to double up around the halftime.
You haven't stopped them yet.
Care with Gebhardt on his right hip. 3 receivers out to the right-hand side. Thaxton is solo to the left. First down and goal from the 5. Kerr taking all the time off the play clock. Now he's going to follow Gebhardt through the hole. Daniel Kerr with a spin move near the goal line. Looks like he got in. Finally, the signal comes. Touchdown, Captain Kerr. From 5 yards away, he followed in the sophomore, Grady Gebhardt, and those two team up behind that offensive line for a Southeast of Saline score.
A good drive. Remind you, this drive started way back deep inside their own territory, inside their 20-yard line. So a good sustained drive is now you're going to see him set up in the swinging gate for the first time tonight.
First rushing touchdown of the night for Southeast of Saline. They are back within 7. Now they will attempt again to go for 2 out of the swinging gate. It is loaded up on the right-hand side.
That play, 10 plays, 5 first downs on that drive.
Here's the snap to Kerr. Isolation play to the left. He's rolling, looking, trying to come back to Whitty, and Whitty is going to stop on the route, and it's intercepted but incomplete, essentially in the 2-point conversion game. That leads 78 seconds left to go. Back to a 1-score game. Hoisington leading 35-28 here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Welcome back here to Hoisington as we are 3 days into this game and rounding out the first half, it feels like. For Daniel Kerr, that rushing touchdown, the first rushing touchdown of the night for Southeast of Saline, is his 13th rushing touchdown of the season. The extra point, 2-point conversion attempt missed. Still a 7-point game, 35-28 with 1:18 left to go.
Usually I'll head down to the field and have comments with Mitch Gebhardt at halftime. We will be unable to do that, so hopefully after the game we'll be able to get some comments from Mitch Gebhardt.
Here's the kick by Wyatt Boyd and a big special teams play and a big defensive stand coming up here potentially for Southeast of Saline. Hoisington has the ball, returning it down the left-hand sideline, and they're going to have good field position here with 2 timeouts remaining and 74 seconds on the clock.
I mean, at this point, maybe you just, there's a flag on the play over there on the far side. But I think at this point, maybe you just kick it out of bounds and give it to them at the 35 if you're unable to stop them, as they're going to get a hold right here on Hoisington for their first penalty of the game.
Not a lot of passing for Hoisington, though they did score a passing touchdown on their last drive, a 17-yarder from Tony Moore to Carson Mason. Not a lot of rushing for Southeast of Saline, though they did score a rushing touchdown on their last drive. So we see these two teams already making adjustments and kind of trying to be balanced.
Yeah.
But Hoisington really hasn't given a heck about being balanced all season long. They average almost 300 yards rushing per game.
Yeah, and so far at this point, Southeast of Saline unable to stop them. Scored on every drive. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns, 5 extra points.
From the 32, again, the Cardinals have 2 timeouts remaining. They'll put 2 receivers out to the right-hand side, a single to the left. Alderdice in motion. More empty backfield. Rolls out to the right. He's being chased. He's going to be dropped as he throws the football out of bounds. Oh. And again, intentional grounding. If they're going to call it on Daniel Kerr in the first quarter, they might have to call it here, but it may be something else as well.
Yeah, I don't know, because he did have Mason Alderdice. That ball hit at the feet of Mason Alderdice about 3 yards in front of him. So I think this one needs to be picked up. This play right here, I will give them that. They did pick it up, but got to see that, got to understand. So the clock will stop right now on that incomplete pass. 1:09 left to go in the first half.
Josiah Monday and company, and they're giving chase for Southeast of Saline. 69 seconds left to go here in this second quarter.
Grady
Go ahead.
Excuse me, Grady Gebhardt coming in there big and blowing that one up now, as it looks like they're going to go shotgun once again, or no, under center right now again.
Receiver out way outside. Carson Mason out here to the near side. Moore wants to run it straight up the gut. It's going to go to his fullback once again, Taryn Kraft. And Kraft carrying a couple Southeast players out to about the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13.
Yeah, you're going to have to get this one stopped up the middle here, as they're now trying to wind the clock. Clock just now starting, and they're in no hurry. I mean, you have yet to stop them running this ball up the middle. You got to somehow collapse down and fill those A-gaps.
First down at the 46. 54 yards still in front of Hoisington. Clock running, 47 seconds left to go. Here's the end around. Alderdice. Moore again sticks it in the middle here, and it's going to be Brody Chambers wrestling down the ball carrier, Taryn Kraft, for Hoisington. Brody Chambers making that tackle as 16-year-old in one day. His birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, and getting help up from Josiah Monday. Close call right there. Brody kind of rips the running back and pulls him back and goes right into the backside of Josiah's legs. So good to see him get up after that. They're in no hurry here. 17 seconds. They get the ball to start the second half. So probably trying not to turn the ball over maybe right here.
Pretty comfortable with where they're at, it seems like, doesn't it? I mean, the Cardinals are just going to let this one run out. Looks like we're going to go to halftime here with 35-28 as our score. And what a first half of offensive football. Wow, an explosion of points here in Hoisington as Hoisington leads Southeast of Saline, going to the locker room 35-28 here at the break as we hit the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Usually this is a spot where we talk to Mitch Gebhardt. We are unable to do that because of different situation here in the stadium. We will let Coach go into the locker room and talk to his team, and we will come back with stats from the first half. We'll also have score updates on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard and have a preview of the second half. Get you all ready here for a game that has already been a treat at halftime. 35-28, our score. Back with halftime after this on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
It's mid-season, and that means playoff time for the Trojans, 1L Garrettson. The games get bigger and the stakes are high.
Sounds like the real estate game, and just like the coaches are planning for their biggest part of the year, you can make plans for your family's real estate adventures. Maybe you're wanting to invest in a rental before the holidays hit, or maybe it's time to look at upsizing for the kids or downsizing for the folks. Country or town, big or small, one call does it all. Buy or sell, call 1L at salinahomes.com.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap, stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Let's head back to the stadium for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Welcome back to Hoisington High School. Devin Haney along with Russ Kossel here in the booth. Big appreciation to Big Sam Pretty back at Studio Central at the KINA studios. Also, Brian Dennett providing live stream video free of charge on SalinaPost.com. Courtesy of Isaacson Truckline. Boy, what a first half, Russ. You look at this game, and it's been a while since the Southeast of Saline team has been involved in a game like this. 35-28 here at the break. Hoisington leading by 7. And I think at least when you just talk about feelings and you don't look at stats and you think about mental stuff, when you look at my simple opinion, Southeast of Saline hasn't played very well, especially on the defensive side. They haven't been the Trojan defense that we're accustomed to seeing. And to see the score here at halftime and feeling the way that Southeast of Saline has played, being down 7, I think they're not in a bad spot here.
Yeah, you're down 1 score. So obviously we talked about it. Hoisington will get the ball to start the second half. But you're going to have to find a way to get something from that interior defense where we've seen be great and carry this team, especially last week, got a lot of attention, didn't get a lot of tackles, but it just seems like they're consuming the offensive line. Now facing Hoisington that's much bigger than Kingman was, and Brody Chambers and Josiah Monday and Drew Weller now, as we saw Deacon Bear go out on that first drive of the game. You got to find a way to step up and get a stop. I don't know if that's pack the box and you have to trust your secondary. That touchdown pass was covered well. I mean, it was just a slip. It was covered extremely well. It's just unfortunate that he lost his footing. Did Wyatt Boyd in the end zone right there. But, Devin, you're right. We haven't seen a team. I don't want to say I'm speechless, but I haven't seen. You go back to this game last year, and Hoisington only had 268 yards of offense in the whole game. And they're exactly at 268 yards in half a game.
Yeah, they are, and you think there's really 2 big pieces right now missing on that Southeast of Saline defense that has been here in 2023. Now it's Deacon Bear, who went out on the first defensive possession where Hoisington went down the field and they scored. It was actually the touchdown play that they were scoring on that Deacon Bear came out with an injury. Also, Killian Vaughn now. Killian Vaughn has not played since the Ellsworth game where he got hurt in the opening kickoff of that Ellsworth game. So 2 really big players in that defense for Southeast of Saline. But there's still some awfully good players out there, and there's still some guys that can make some plays, and they will have to do that coming up here in the second half. When we come back, we'll dive into the numbers and go over offensive stats for you and also some superlatives in the second half. That's all brought to you by the Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. We are at halftime, where Hoisington leads it 35-28 on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Sage is your go-to source for industrial strength cleaning products, ice melt, floor equipment, paper, asphalt, and just about everything in between. Whether you're a maintenance supervisor, a small business, or just wanting your home to look amazing, stop by 732 North 9th Street in Salina, where we will be happy to assist you. You can also visit us at sageselects.com or call us at 309-1919. Sage Products, the right call every time.
Farmers, as fall planting season winds down, it's time to start planning for next spring. Phillips Seed stands ready to work with you to nail down the best seed genetics for your operation. They can help you select from their top-performing corn hybrids and soybean varieties, as well as seed treatments to get your crops off to a fast start. Find them online at phillipsseed.com, Facebook, on X, or call 785-949-2204. That's 785-949-2204. Phillips Seed, serving, innovating, growing since 1985.
Get the compact tractor you've been dreaming of with $0 down and 0% interest. Prairie Land Partners is excited to offer exclusive and unbeatable prices on 1 through 5 series John Deere compact utility tractors. Tackle your hardest projects with ease from the seat of a John Deere and go easy on your finances with Prairie Land Partners. Stop by or give them a call to hear about their unbeatable fall pricing on all compact utility tractors. Some restrictions apply. See prairielandpartners.com for details.
Prairie Land Partners.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach right off Crawford and in the Central Mall Salina and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Fall is full of great activities that keep us on the road. When you return to home sweet home, your sewer backing up into the house is the last thing you want to find. Now is the time to dial up Saline Septic Service and their 24-hour service. They will find the problem, fix the problem, and prevent future problems with the Septic Plus Protection Club. Special pricing and worry-free maintenance. Saline Septic Service, taking care of you now and preventing septic problems in the future. Find them online at SalinaSepticService.com.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report, it is that time of year that I recommend you get a bed cover on your truck. I have one. I love it. And I tell you what, if you're going out tailgating, you're going out hunting, other things that you do with your pickup, throughout the winter season and the fall, you need a bed cover, and Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories is the place to get that. Also, make sure your tires are up to par, too. Call Nathan. He will be more than happy to hook you up at Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Let's go over first half stats here on the offensive side of the ball. We'll start first with the Hoisington Cardinals. These first half stats brought to you by the Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. Bank where the Trojans bank, and that is in downtown Gypsum at the Citizens State Bank. Tony Moore, quarterback for the Hoisington Cardinals, in the air. So far, he is 2 of 4 passing the football, has a touchdown and 35 yards. Half of that came on a touchdown strike to Carson Mason. Also, Mason Martin has an 18-yard catch for the other one. All the rest of the damage for Hoisington has been done on the ground, and it's been led by Tony Moore on just 6 carries. The senior quarterback has 103 yards and a touchdown. Taryn Kraft, 14 carries, a couple of touchdowns, and 90 yards. Mason Alderdice, 4 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. For Southeast of Saline, Daniel Kerr, so far passing the football, is 11 of 16, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception, 262 yards. Tucker Thaxton is the leading receiver for Southeast of Saline, but he has company. Thaxton so far, 4 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. Nathan Friesen has 83 yards on 3 catches and 2 touchdowns. There's also been 2 catches by Cameron Whitty for 69 yards. Wyatt Boyd has a catch for 8 yards, and Evan Watkins has a catch for 4 yards. Total numbers for you here at the halftime break. It is lopsided on both sides. Hoisington with 233 yards rushing. Southeast of Saline with just 51. Southeast of Saline, though, with 262 yards passing. Hoisington with just 35. Total offense here at the break. Southeast of Saline with 313 yards of offense. Hoisington with 268 yards. But it's the Cardinals with the lead here at the break. 35-28 is our halftime score. Hoisington leads it by 7. Back with more on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories Halftime Report. Playoff football continues here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Saline.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Saline Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Saline Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Saline Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salineortho.com.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
For a limited time, take advantage of savings on new Case IH specialty utility and all-purpose tractors with 2.5% interest for 84 months or cash back. With easy operation, Case IH tractors deliver the flexibility and durability your operation demands. Hurry in. Offer ends December 31st, 2023. Stop by Can Equip in Salina and set yourself up for greater productivity with a great deal on a Case IH tractor that works as hard as you do.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Hoisington, both teams out onto the field, about ready to start third quarter action. We still have a few minutes and a chance for us to update you on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. I will start it off with El Saline and Hoxie. 2:21 remaining in Brookville. El Saline leads at 44-42. And also has the football with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. What an 8-man game in Brookville.
Wow, that thing was just 30-30 like 5 minutes ago at last check. Some other scores around the state. Blue Valley Southwest 17, Tecumseh Shawnee Heights 3, Andale 30, Collegiate 13. These are all halftime scores. Washburn Rural and Wichita East tied at 14. Another 8-man game, Frankfort 20, Hanover 12. Here's one that may surprise some people. This was the last update at the half. Nemaha Central's only given up 18 points all year. They're up 26-20 at the half on Osage City. Talked about Axtell beat Osborne at the half. Andover Central 14, McPherson 7. Cheney has, what we understand, has returned the opening kickoff in the second half to take the lead 14-7 now over Clay Center. And just up the road, the winner of this game getting the winner of Norton and Ellsworth. Norton up 6-0. Last 2A1 we have Sabetha 14, Humboldt 12. All these at the half. Those are your scores on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard.
Thank you very much, Russ. We'll be back with third quarter action after this 1 minute timeout. Back with more. Maybe some defense after this on KI Day.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here on KINA. About ready to start a third quarter action. The third quarter brought to you by our friends at Assyria Oil and Hardware. You want to make sure you're fueled up no matter what you're doing. If you're going out this fall, hitting the hunting trails, or just going out and having some fun, you want to make sure that you get everything you need. 24-hour fuel pumps, pizza, ammo, everything. Like I said, everything.
They got it all down there at Assyria Oil and Hardware.
Assyria Oil and Hardware. Also a programming note tomorrow here on KINA. It's a noon pregame. Countdown to kickoff brought to you by CAD Law at noon. A 1 o'clock kickoff as Kansas Wesleyan taking on Sterling. It is senior day on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan. Best of luck to the Coyotes. Head coach Matt Myers and their game tomorrow that can be heard right here on KINA. Of course, we encourage you to go on out to the stadium at Graves Sports Complex and support the Coyotes.
Key to the second half, fill the middle, stop the run. I think that's as easy as that. You got to stop the run.
Very simple. I like it. Here's the kick by Wyatt Boyd. It will be taken in again by Johnson, and he is going to take it out to about the 33. That's a good start on that special teams play there by Southeast of Saline's coverage unit.
Evan Watkins coming up and making a good open field tackle right there. So we'll see. As we call it, don't expect to see Deacon Bear in there in the second half, as it's going to be Drew Weller now. Looks like he's going to go to the outside, and they're going to bring Brody into the middle.
From the 34, Hoisington with the football. Again, 233 yards unofficially in that first half of rushing. Here's Moore. He's going to turn, give it to Taryn Kraft, and he is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a football, but no more. That'll bring up second down and 10.
He had a good job up front. It looked like Josiah Monday had him low, but then Nathan Friesen came flying around the other side of Brody Chambers to bring up no gain on first down, which is big because Hoisington has won first downs just about every time they have had the football.
Second down and 10. We haven't said that a whole lot with Hoisington here tonight on offense. Again, coming in, the state's number one ranked offense in Class 2A. Here's Alderdice in motion. Moore, back to pass. Has two receivers out on the right. He is looking that way. Throws it down the seam. Has a receiver, but he overthrows him by 3 yards. Third down and 10 coming up.
Hoisington coaches wanted a flag, and that was great coverage by Wyatt Boyd and Cannon Jacobson. Just
zero contact, but one heck of a track meet.
Yeah, which would you expect anything different after we saw 8,000 points scored in the first half?
Cannon Jacobson walking back with the official. Wyatt Boyd to his left as they come back and try to buckle in on a third down and 10 as Hoisington's opening the second half here with the football.
Need a third down stop.
From their own 34. On the left-hand side, they still have two slot backs in there. Their one wide receiver goes to the left. Moore, little play-action run here. He's going to run over a Southeast player looking for a first down. He cannot quite get there. Gets out to the 42. He's going to be a couple of yards short, and it'll be fourth down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, he was stopped about 2 yards after the line of scrimmage, and might have been Wyatt Boyd right there, or Cameron Whitty, one of the two unable to get it. Now you got fourth down and a long yard.
It's like 2. I think it's a fair 2. Fourth down and 2 as the football sets the 43. Hoisington giving a look that they're going to go for it. One wide receiver to the near side, the short side of the field. Moore ducks under center. He'll send Alderdice in motion. Hard count. He gives it to Kraft. Kraft looking for the first down, and he's going to have it by a yard. They needed 2. They got 3. Taryn Kraft straight up the middle on his 16th carry of the night. Now has 93 yards.
Just unable. Once again, you get a stop, but you got to stop them a half yard. You got to make a tackle, bring them down early and often. You need a stop right here if you're this defense. This is you stopped them on the 6th drive of the game because the half ran out. So really the 7th drive right now for Hoisington, and you got to come up with a stop.
First down and 10 again for the Cardinals at their own 46-yard line. Again, everybody in tight. Alderdice in motion. They slip it to Kraft, and he is in the second level. Jacobson around his ankles, but Kraft steps out of it, then takes on the official. Just kind of goes down the legs of the official. There's Grady Gebhardt comes in, and it's an 8-yard gain by Taryn Kraft. He is over 100 yards now unofficially.
Yeah, and all his Taryn Kraft just running right up the middle in the head gaps, right next to the 3 defensive linemen. And you're going to have to fill the gaps if you're this Nate Friesen and Grady Gebhardt. You're going to have to come up, wrap up, and make a tackle.
Went from the 46 to the 46. It's a gain of 8. The Saline Cardinals are victorious in Brookville. They have won tonight over Hoxie, 44-42.
What a game.
Second down and 2. Hoisington here fresh into southeast of Saline territory. Moore turns. Gives it to Kraft. He runs into a wall, but then he spins. Second surge will get him the first down, although he is shoved back about 4 yards. It looks bad. Daniel Kerr actually came out with the football, but he still got 3 and a first down.
Yeah, going to give him a first down right there. Good job of tackling by Southeast to come up and corral him. He got enough for the first down, so now you got to reset and win on these early downs and not give up 6-7+ yards on every first down.
And now we see Hoisington throttling back a little bit, right? Remember in the game last year, they used all the play clock, trying to keep Southeast of Saline's offense off the field. They are doing that now. They're taking the play clock down more and more. They're not draining it all the way, but they are taking it down inside of 10 seconds left to go. Right now, play clock has 8. First down and 10. Shotgun snap back to Moore. He wants to throw. Has somebody deep down the hash. It's a wobbler, though, and it's going to be caught. Alderdice has it. 2 Trojans run into each other. Alderdice still running. Bryson Lippold giving chase, and he's going to tackle him inside the 5. Big play by by Hoisington on a football that was not thrown well by Tony Moore.
And it didn't have to be thrown well, as Mason Alderdice was just wide open in the middle of the field and had all day for that one to come down. Just no pressure, unable to get to Tony Moore at the quarterback spot.
Alderdice first catch of the night, and it goes for 40 yards. Hoisington now inside the red zone, inside the 5, at the 3, where it's first and goal. They will keep everybody in tight as they operate on the left hash. Kraft on the right-hand side. Moore takes it. He'll follow Kraft in and into the end zone. Tony Moore gets his second rushing touchdown of the night. This one comes from 3 yards away as Hoisington gets the first score on the opening drive of the third quarter.
You talked about it. Your defense is going to have to come up with a stop, because right now your defense that has got you this far in the season has yet to stop this powerful run from the Hoisington Cardinals, as now they're going to bring on Taylor Morales once again for the extra point, who he is perfect tonight at a 5-for-5 rate, looking to go 6-for-6 right here.
Running a late guy on here to make it 11, play clock down to 4. Don't think they're going to get this off in time. Now they do. They snap it quickly here. And the extra point kick is up and good. Nice execution there by the Cardinals to get that extra point up and through. They go back up now by 14 points with 7:54 left to go in the third quarter. This third quarter brought to you by our friends at Acerio Oil and Hardware on KINA.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Back here at Hoisington, Devin Haney, Russ Kossel. A big statement drive by Hoisington. They open the game with one after stopping Southeast of Saline. And then they get the football to start the third quarter, and they make another trip down the field and a scoring drive with 7:54 left to go here in the third quarter. 42-28 now after the touchdown and the extra point.
Yeah, 8-play drive right there by Hoisington down the field.
So Hoisington will offer it back now to southeast of Saline. Cameron Whitty, Nathan Friesen back deep. They're standing at their own 15-yard line.
For the offense, you scored just every drive you've had it except for that opening drive of the game, which really has set this tone different to give them a 2-score lead.
It's amazing how much this sport can give you a 180 of a feel in 1 week. I mean, it's crazy to me how this game is going. Here's the high looping kick. Whitty will come up, take it at the 20, straight up the middle of the field, 25-30, and then brought down just shy of the 35-yard line.
Another flag comes flying in, and it looks like it's probably going to be holding or a block in the back. So this will push this one back to probably the 20-yard line for southeast of Saline.
It is holding against southeast of Saline.
One penalty in this game so far for Hoisington.
Southeast offense waiting to see where they're going to put the football down, as the official's going to walk it all the way over to the right hash and put it down at the 20-yard line. That is where Daniel Kerr and this offense, who racked up 313 yards in the first half, will come out. They trail by 2 touchdowns, though.
And looks like Mason Alderdice is going to come back over on Tucker Thaxton as he splits out wide to the left.
Thaxton and Whitty out to the left. Here's Kerr on the fake handoff to Friesen, pulls it out of his belly, and he'll go straight ahead for a gain of 6.
Once again, good positive yardage there on first down. Haven't seen that a lot really on the last 2 drives of the first half, the only time they've had success on first down. So now that playbook coming wide open once again and really running up the middle, Devin. Daniel Kerr's the only one that's had any success whatsoever between the tackles.
Grady Gebhardt came in, ran some stretch plays at the end of the second half. Was able to get some yardage there. Right now it's Friesen directly behind slot back Evan Watkins. They fake the jet sweep to Whitty. Kerr runs it the other way now on the counter. After they fake the handoff on a sweep to the left, Kerr goes back to the right, and he's across the 30-yard line to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. Back-to-back 6-yard gains for southeast of Saline's Daniel Kerr.
Hoisington's coach once again about 20 yards out on the field.
First down and 10. Kerr rolling out. He's going to loft it down the field. Has Tucker Thaxton, and Thaxton pushed out of bounds as that ball came in. 2 officials coming in on it. Thaxton ends up about a foot from the track, and they're going to have that one fall incomplete.
I think if you're Daniel Kerr, you got to keep that in play and allow him a shot. He didn't even have a chance to go up and go get that one. You know, carrying way off to the left, but you got to throw that ball. It's one-on-one coverage and at least give your guy a 50-50 shot to go get it.
Yeah, it seems that Thaxton is getting by these defensive backs, regardless of who is trying to D him up. He just needs more space, like you said, underneath that football to go after it. Here's pitch out. Friesen, left-hand side. Watkins out in front. Friesen's going to get the edge. Friesen, flag on the play. Will have the first down and a gain of 14, but, of course, there's a flag back in the middle of the field here.
Yeah, you're going to probably have another holding call once again, who seems like if you're wearing white, there's going to be a penalty called on a positive play. So really an unfortunate break right there. Now it'll bring up 2nd and 20 as that hold's going to be right about the line of scrimmage when really it wasn't even in the play, Devin.
And the comment that I made about games really flipping a 180 on you from week to week, this is a southeast of Saline team that had 3 penalties last week in that game with Kingman.
That's their 3rd penalty since the kickoff they've received here.
So 10-yard penalty against southeast of Saline now puts them back at their own 22. 2nd down and 20. Back where they started. Kerr fakes the handoff. He's going to roll it out. Puts it into the belly of Cameron Whitty all the way out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 16, and that was a frozen rope from Daniel Kerr.
And the offensive line finally wins a battle up there and allows Kerr in that designed play action to roll out and get his feet set. And a good route right there. Wyatt Boyd kind of ran his guy off, and Whitty running that deep out route. Kerr put it right on the button.
more manageable now after a 16-yard gain. It's 3rd down and 4. Now Southeast has something to work with. 3 wide receivers on the left-hand side. Kerr wants to run out that way. Has Watkins shallow in the flat, but Hoisington closes up on him. Now he's going to put it deeper down the sideline to Tucker Thaxton. And Thaxton again tapping those toes inbounds is going to make the catch across midfield for a Southeast of Saline first down.
And Tucker Thaxton just said Daniel Kerr right there. That was an out and up. He was back at the 30. Saw him in trouble, put on the brakes and ran right directly back at him. Update from the Bennington State Bank scoreboard. Norton up 14-0 on Ellsworth.
15 yards to Tucker Thaxton, who now unofficially has 113. Here's Friesen stretching it out to the right-hand side. He is slung out of bounds on the Southeast of Saline sideline at the 45. It will be a gain of 3 for Nathan Friesen. That is only his 3rd official carry of the night. Remember, he's had a couple on penalty that have been brought back. That's only the 3rd carry that he has had that is counted in this game. That is crazy to think about.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that. And just Hoisington stringing that one out once again. So I think you've got to empty the backfield here as they will and go 5 wide.
2nd down and 7 in Hoisington territory at midfield at the 45. Here's the fake to Friesen. Kerr directly ahead will get the 41-yard line. Gain of 4.
Good gain right there by Kerr and a good read to pull that one out as Friesen's going to check out. Grady Gebhardt's going to come back in. 3rd and manageable here, about 3-4 yards to go. So anything really open right here on the playbook. Hoisington lineman, he's trying to stretch out, and he just goes down. So that's be
Caleb Berzer. And I don't believe we have saw. I know we have it on defense. Didn't notice if he was out on offense. Braden Stevenson, who went down in the first half. So they will attend to this Hoisington Cardinal. We'll step away. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 5:32 left to go here in the 3rd. Southeast with the ball. They trail by 14.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuilds. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
The injured Cardinal, Caleb Berzer, gets up. He is walking over to the Cardinal sideline now. Good to see him back on his feet. Southeast of Saline's offense out there approaching the football and ready to go for this crucial 3rd and 3. Still 5:32 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's been a long football game. We're approaching 9 o'clock. There's been some nights that we've been done by now.
Yeah, big 3rd down right here for Southeast.
3 receivers to the left-hand side. Kerr will look that way, has Grady Gebhardt in the backfield with him. Grady will lead block. Kerr will follow him through and flirt with the first down sticks. Now on second step effort, will get the first down by about 1.5 yards. So move the chains for Southeast of Saline. They will keep this drive going here with a new set of downs after converting a 3rd and 3.
You have 5:18 left to go here in the 3rd, putting a drive together. More importantly, you got to put a drive together and put points on the board.
37-yard line, 1st down and 10. Kerr will roll out to the left-hand side. Now he'll throw it back. This time it's Grady Gebhardt. 2 linemen out in front. Gebhardt down the right-hand sideline. He has some space, and he has a score. Book this for Grady Gebhardt as he goes down the field from 37 yards away, southeast of Saline, into the end zone on the throwback again.
Yeah, and that's like the 3rd time we've seen that play. And Kerr really selling it out, getting it out to Grady Gebhardt. And they had a guy that had a beat on it, big number 76 at Caden Hoffman, but no match right there. Just drops down a gear, and Grady about outruns his blockers, but he saw it good enough, and now the 2-point conversion.
It hasn't been often this year that we have seen Grady Gebhardt out in the open field. He has some speed.
And there's Grady Gebhardt on the end around for the 2-point conversion is good.
Chalk it up for 8. Grady Gebhardt punches it into the end zone twice. And with 4:59 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, Southeast of Saline puts 8 up on the board and makes this a 6-point game. 42-36. It's brought to you by Assyria Oil and Hardware.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Salina Post and KINA, your home for all things Trojan. The Southeast of Saline Trojan sports stream live on the Salina Post, and you can always listen at 910 AM, 107.5 FM, or at 910KINA.com.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
A 10-play drive, 80 yards, and a big pass play, care to Gebhardt, that went for 37 yards and a touchdown. 2-point conversion also belonged to Grady Gebhardt. Boy, after Grady caught that pass, he was moving down the field, down the sideline like Isaacson truck line, just all the way down the field. Nobody touched him, and he was able to honk his horn and get into the end zone. 42-36. Nice sound effect. 4:59 left to go. We are still in the third quarter.
Special teams huge right here. Hoisington's won the special teams battle. You got to make a good tackle here.
Wyatt Boyd will kick this away. He's been kind of resolved to the short kickoffs tonight. I'm surprised he hasn't tried to boom one. But this is going to be good coverage by Southeast of Saline. Hoisington will have really good field position, though, once again, as they will start out here at about the 37-yard line.
Get a stop. That's all it takes. Just takes one defensive stand. You're going for two. They're kicking extra points. You just need one stop to turn it, to kind of flip this game around. There's really been, the defensive stop came on the first drive of the game. Other than that, there hasn't been a stop yet.
One punt in this game. First down and 10 for Hoisington. They'll load up strong on the left-hand side at their own 38-yard line. First down and 10. Moore wants to keep it, and he runs right in to a Southeast of Saline defender. Coming up, closing in that time for Southeast of Saline was Drew Weller, and he had Grady Gebhardt coming in with him.
It's good to see that you can have a guy like Drew Weller come in there, talented sophomore in this whole class, really, and he can step right in for Deacon Bear and help fill this gap. So a big stop on first down.
Gannon Jacobson calling in the play, relaying it to the secondary. More ducks under center. Second down and 10. Wants to pass. Has a plethora of wide receivers. Tries to go down the right-hand side. It's up for grabs, and it's going to be caught. Boy, the Southeast defenders didn't even know where that ball was. It was right in front of us, and Mason Alderdice goes up and makes the catch at the 34.
Cameron Whitty and Wyatt Boyd are right there. All Wyatt Boyd has to do is find the football. He didn't even turn around, and that ball hung up in the air forever.
Again, a poorly thrown football that ends up in a big play for Hoisington.
Yeah, really your secondary now. You're getting some run stops, but it's the pass in the second half that is giving up big plays.
24 yards on that pass play to Mason Alderdice. 64 yards here in this third quarter alone. Pitch out to Alderdice that time. He's looking for space. Spin move in the hole, and then Brody Chambers ends that carry.
Yeah, and there was a hold right out here. Bryson Lippold got spun around by his jersey, and it went uncalled right in front of the official. Big gain on first down.
Alderdice, a gain of 6. Boy, they got a nice little combo, don't they, with Taryn Kraft kind of running between the tackles. Then you have Alderdice on those stretch plays where you pitch it out or getting him on an end-around play. Second down and 4 here at the 29. Here's the fake pitch out to Johnson. Josiah Monday coming in, putting heat on Moore. Looked like he was held. They're finally going to throw the flag. There's also a flag on the other side of the field, closer to the Southeast of Saline sideline. But Josiah Monday did what we saw him do all game long 1 year ago, and that is beat everybody out of their stance, get to the quarterback, and then he was tripped up and grabbed from behind.
You just hope these aren't offsetting penalties right here.
First signal is holding against Hoisington.
And maybe it was both flags were for the same thing, because the one from the far side official came in first, and the white hat standing right in front of it thought, I guess I'll throw one too. So that'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, or it should be.
Might have been the line judge on the opposite side trying to help his partner out there because he didn't see a flag after a few seconds.
Now, we'll be from the original spot, excuse me. So we'll bring up second down and about 15 here to go, and now you get some help with a penalty that you haven't had all night. You got to take advantage of it.
Second down and 15. Football now moving from the 29 back to the 39. 3 minutes left to go. 3:02 here in the third quarter. Again, everybody compact inside, one wide receiver to the right. Moore under center. He'll send Johnson in motion, sneaks it into the belly of Taryn Kraft. Actually, excuse me, that is not Taryn Kraft. That is
Jason Robinson. Little counterplay right there, and Josiah Monday and Bryson Lipple stayed home. That's first play they've seen that tonight, that little swing counter, and a good job by Josiah Monday and especially Bryson Lippold of not following that one and going outside and staying home. 3rd and long right here.
Robinson's first carry of the night, loses 1.5 yards. 3rd down and 16.5. Hoisington, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Moore with it. Pocket collapses. He's going to leave. Friesen chasing. Has a receiver over the middle of the field. Caught at the 25. Still trying to negotiate his way towards a first down. And it looks like he will have it by about 2 yards. Ran backwards there at the end of the play, but it still looks like Mason Martin will have it at the 23-yard line. A gain of 17 on 3rd down and 16.5.
Yeah, and put that one back. Put that one in your back pocket right here. I'm not quite sure what we're waiting for here. Now that Mitch Gebhardt is extremely upset on the sideline over there. I think he has every right to be, as one official spotted it about 3 yards closer than the other. But you got to come up with a stop.
Yeah, Coach Gebb not happy right now, as Hoisington has a first down at the 23. Here's the run, attempted off the right-hand side by Kraft, and he is going to be stopped for a minimal gain.
Yeah, and they give him a good spot once again. They're giving him 2-3 yards every time getting made at the contact. Gebhardt's still fuming over there on the sideline as his officiating has been nothing short of something. We'll just leave it at that.
Shaded one way more than the other. Let's just leave it at that. From the 21, after a 3-yard, let's call it a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 coming up.
And Hoisington can probably burn the rest of this quarter out running. Still a minute and something left to go, but you got to get a stop.
1:18 left to go. Receiver split wide. Mason Martin out to the left. Everybody else on the short side of the field here onto the right. Moore. Again, sliding it into the belly that time of Taryn Kraft, and he will bang his way ahead for about 4 yards. Well, that pile just kept moving for Kraft, as he is over 100 yards unofficially on 19 carries.
Just tick under a minute here to go, 50 seconds, so have to run a play right here. You got to find a way to get a stop on 3rd down. You haven't stopped them yet on 3rd or 4th down all night.
3rd and 3. Football setting at the 18. Game clock, 35 seconds left to go here in the 3rd period. It's a 6-point game, 42-36, Hoisington leading. Moore wants to go power run, right-hand side. He was drugged down from behind. Chambers couldn't complete the play, and Moore still on his feet, looking towards the pylon, looking towards the end zone, is going to be down inside the 5. Now some pushing and shoving going on. A Cardinal comes over. Mason Martin, he shoves Wyatt Boyd in the back. They're trying to get their quarterback up off the ground, and a flag is going to fly.
And apparently Hoisington coaches...
Clock stopped with 18.6 seconds left to go.
It's unbelievable. If anything, it's got to be offsetting penalties.
Personal foul against Hoisington and personal foul against Southeast. And somehow Zach Baird's still not happy that it's offsetting.
But it's after the play, so it's going to be a first down for Hoisington.
1st and goal at the 2. Hoisington knocking on the door here. 18.5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hoisington trying to end the 3rd quarter like they started it, with a score. Kraft behind Moore. Moore in that deep crouch. Gives it to Kraft. He is bear hugged by Brody Chambers to start with, and then Grady Gebhardt, Josiah Monday, and Gannon Jacobson come in and take down Taryn Kraft. It looked like he should have lost a yard.
Yeah, and that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Let's take a break. End of 3, 42-36 our score. Hoisington leads it by 6 as we take a break. That 3rd quarter brought to you by Assaria Oil and Hardware here on KINA.
Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina has been named Dealer Rater in 2023 for Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. What's that mean? It means when you buy a vehicle at Home Automotive, you will receive the absolute best in service now for the 11th consecutive year in Abilene and the first for the new Salina location. Home Automotive just keeps exceeding your expectations because you are the number one priority, and that is just one reason why. When you shop at Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina, you're going to be glad you did.
It's mid-season, and that means playoff time for the Trojans, 1L Garrettson. The games get bigger and the stakes are high.
Sounds like the real estate game, and just like the coaches are planning for their biggest part of the year, you can make plans for your family's real estate adventures. Maybe you're wanting to invest in a rental before the holidays hit, or maybe it's time to look at upsizing for the kids or downsizing for the folks. Country or town, big or small, one call does it all. Buy or sell, call 1L at salinahomes.com.
You are listening to Southeast Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
One of these teams has just heard from their coaching staff heading into a fourth quarter for the last time this season. Two teams, 10-0, battling it out going into the fourth quarter. Hoisington leading 42-36 and knocking on the door with a second down and goal at the 3. Devin Haney back here in Hoisington along with Russ Kossel. This game brought to you live stream video, free of charge on SalinaPost.com by Isaacson Truckline.
It looks like the winner of this game will probably see the Norton Blue Jays, who have just took a 3-score lead with about 3 minutes to go in that game.
Second down and goal from the 3. Tony Moore brings his guys out of the huddle. They load up strong on the short side of the field to the right. Now they go in their crouch. Moore will hand it off to Taryn Kraft, who is trying to get through on second effort. Hoisington sideline saying that they're in, and they are not. Third down coming up just inside of the 1.
Yeah, marked about that half-inch yard line. It looks like still got a Hoisington player down. And that would be Caden Hoffman, the third of the big guys to go down right here.
Braden Stevenson, Caleb Berzer already have been dinged up, and I don't know if either one of them have returned to this game. Now Caden Hoffman, the 317-pounder, their lead lineman, down in the end zone. It does look like Berzer is back out there, though. He comes running off. And his look more like cramp-related. Of course, we never want to guess on that, but kind of looks like Hoffman might be having the same deal here. And we see as many cramps late in the season as we do early, right? I mean, kids just don't get the hydration they need because it's cooler outside. They're not drinking as many fluids, and your body's still doing the same stuff. How's that for a medical term? You like that?
Yeah.
The best I can do.
Just out there watching Hoisington head coach just working the officials over out there as they're stretching out Caden Hoffman. And I don't know if you're going to get – you got third down here from about the half-yard line. And I think you got to slam the box right here and just send everybody right up the middle and hopefully – get an exchange here. You hope for the best as a stop and maybe a turnover, just something, just unable to get a turnover in this game. As Hoisington, the only time they've been stopped is by the clock in the end of the second quarter.
Keep in mind, scoreboard show coming up at 10 o'clock. I don't know if we're going to be done by then. Honestly, I mean, we may not be done by then. So scheduled at 10 o'clock, though, 10 until 11. Scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas. Brought to you by Home Automotive Centers in Abilene and Salina, and also the Salina Surgical Hospital. $11:40 remaining here. Big guy is up. Caden Hoffman comes over, throws his helmet on, makes it to the sideline.
Nemaha Central pulling away now 46-27 at the end of the third.
They're pretty serious about defending their title, aren't they?
Yeah, I would say they've given up more points in that game than I think they've given up in the last 2 years.
42-36, Hoisington. Big play here at the goal line. Third down and goal just inside of the 1. Hoisington has 2 wide receivers. They won't use them, though. Here's a big pitch out. Right-hand side, southeast of Saline. There to wreck it. Maybe they cannot keep him out of the end zone. Boy, what a play. They try to get Jason Robinson down on the ground. It's a lot of contact right at the goal line, and Robinson able to spin it in.
Defended pretty well, and a good play call by Hoisington. had the box, there's like 10 guys in the box right there, and just unable to stop that sweep play. Is now it's going to bring on Taylor Morales, who is perfect 6 for 6 tonight on extra points, is now a 12-point lead.
6 rushing touchdowns for Hoisington tonight.
Unbelievable. And a 12-play drive right there. The extra point is up and through for Taylor Morales.
So Jason Robinson on just his second carry of the game scores on the end around from 1 yard away. Extra point is good, and we're back to a double-digit lead for Hoisington. 49-36. We're just underway, fourth quarter. And it's brought to you by Isaacson Truck Line here on KINA.
Stardust Trophy Downtown Salina has all the cool football medals and trophies your team needs for its players when their practice session pays off in big wins. Choose from tons of trophy styles and customize it exactly as you want. Stardust Trophy even has special trophies just for fantasy football leagues. Just for fun, choose football bobblehead trophies. Got an autographed or special football? Show it off in a special acrylic showcase from Stardust Trophy. 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline football on KINA.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth here in Hoisington. Southeast of Saline's Trojans and the Cardinals of Hoisington doing battle here at Brown Stadium, a stadium that was built in 1937, part of a WPA project back then, and it has been repurposed and just kind of an old, neat stadium. Limestone outer structure, of course, concrete inside. They put new carpet down here, artificial turf in the offseason leading into this year. Sits between a street where the grandstand, the home grandstand, and the press box is, and the school on the other side. It's kind of a neat setting for high school football.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's one of the rare ones that runs east and west and not north and south. So southeast right here, got to score. Probably score quick to try to get a stop.
Here's Morales on the kick. It's going to be short to Wyatt Boyd. He'll take it to the 28-yard line, and Wyatt will run into a Cardinal at the 35. Still not bad field position here. We really haven't seen either one of these teams get pinned with really horrible field position. Southeast of Saline has been on the worst side of that, starting back within their 20 a couple of different times.
Yeah, and a couple of those, one of those negated by penalty too, so pretty good field position, maybe the best of the night for Southeast. As you're going to see the offense hopefully look to go fast here.
Kerr already has the snap rolling out to the left. He's going to throw a lollipop up to Cameron Whitty. Looked like it was batted down over there on the edge. There's a big defensive end that resides over there, and that's where the hand came from.
Yeah, Gage Britt actually from his linebacker spot kind of dropped and got that right hand up, and it's probably a good thing because Whitty was wide open on the sideline.
Incomplete pass brings up second down and 10. Football sitting at about the 36-yard line. Southeast of Saline already back at the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Here comes Whitty underneath the play. The handoff is to Friesen. Friesen into the second level. He is going to be close to a first down. They're going to give him 11 on second down, move the chains. Southeast of Saline with Nathan Friesen. That is his biggest carry of the night.
And they stopped the clock on a first down for about 2 seconds, and then the White Hats winding it right back up, not even before the chains get set.
From the 47. They're going to blow this play dead.
Can get a
and a timeout for Hoisington. First timeout of the second half. We will step away. 10:45 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 49-36. Hoisington with the lead. Southeast with the ball on KINA.
Does your free checking put more cash in your account? Does it give you free access to ATMs nationwide? If not, tap into super-powered free Kasasa Cash Banking Checking at the Bank of Tesket. Visit bankoftesket.com to learn more. Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact the Bank of Tesket for details. Member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tesket.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
Hoisington calling the timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining here in this second half. Southeast of Saline does all 3 of theirs left to use. First down and 10. After that, run by Nathan Friesen, his longest of the day, 10 yards. Actually, 11 yards. He has 10 yards on the night. Two receivers on the right-hand side. Here comes Whitty. They fake it to him. Kerr will keep it now. Get up into the middle of the field, and now a flag flies from the back judge in the defensive side of things.
Probably going to be another hold.
Kerr ran right into a brick wall that time as one of the linebackers from Hoisington came up and was able to spear him. It is holding against Southeast.
How did I know? .39 left to go here in the fourth quarter, and now you're set up first and way back behind the sticks, 1st and 20 once again.
Back to the 39-yard line. Goes southeast of Saline. First down and 18. Three wide receivers to the right again. Kerr will roll out that way. Lefty quarterback will drop it off to Evan Watkins. He is out to the 50, across the midfield stripe, and to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 12 for Evan Watkins from Daniel Kerr.
Good adjustment by Watkins right there. It looked like he was losing his balance a little bit, and he was able to get it back underneath of him and get a big pickup there on first down.
2 catches for Evan Watkins. That's his first one of the second half, 16 yards total. Loaded up now on the left. Kerr wants to roll out that way. Drops it off to Tucker Thaxton. Thaxton out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And I'm not sure how that's not pass interference. Evan Watkins went on his cut and just absolutely got decleated about 10 yards down the field. So good pickup, stops the clock as it goes out of bounds with 10-11 left to go here in this football game.
Thaxton with 121 yards unofficially. Football sitting now at the 41. Went for a gain of 8. Here's Friesen. Straight up the gut. He is going to be brought down at about the 36. 37.
And over here on the near side, you got Wyatt Boyd one-on-one with Mason Alderdice, and Mason keeps creeping up and up and up into this picture, closer and closer. Maybe look for a pump fake, a little double move maybe out here with Wyatt Boyd.
Gain of 4 by Friesen, second down and 6. 9:40 left to go here, fourth quarter. Southeast trailing by 2 scores. Here's Kerr, back to pass. They're going to let somebody through here, and then he's going to dump it off at the feet of Friesen on the screen. There was a lot of just weird action all over the field on that play. Bodies hitting the turf.
That was actually covered very well by Hoisington on that far side. They kind of run a fake swing out screen over here to go back like we've seen them do, and Hoisington ready for it that time.
Third down and 6 now. 4 wide receivers on the right. Friesen will be on the end. He'll block. Now it goes down the field, and it's picked off. Hoisington will have the football at the 15-yard line. It is picked off, and it's going to be taken in that time by the Cardinals' Jason Robinson. It is the second interception taken by Hoisington's defense, and this time Robinson takes it at the 9.5-minute mark. Now the Hoisington crowd starting to feel it as they have a 2-digit lead with the football.
Yeah, and a mistake right there. That ball's got to go way up, out, and over if you're Daniel Kerr right there. So now you're putting tough on your defense, who has yet to come up with a stop all night.
Yeah, Hoisington hasn't punted all night. And with this running attack, you can just imagine they're going to grind it out here and put this game to bed, or attempt to, at the 24-yard line for the Cardinals. Here's the fake pitch out. They're going to hand it off inside to Alderdice. He slips through a Trojan tackle and then is taken out of bounds. Boy, there is so much begging going on for calls on this near sideline. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. They wanted a face mask right there. He wasn't even close to grabbing a hold of it.
Well, then they asked for a late hit out of bounds. The official's telling him to get back, but gain of 4, second down and 6.
6-man. Teskett and Waverly go to 5 overtimes, and Teskett wins.
Oh, man. Second down and 6 here for Hoisington. Inside handoff. Goes to Taryn Kraft, and he is brought down at the 35. Brody Chambers trying to get the football stripped out of there. It's a gain of 6 and a first down by Taryn Kraft.
Brody tried to rip that ball out. Taryn Kraft didn't appreciate it. Threw a punch at Brody's helmet. Wasn't called once again.
From the another first down from the 36-yard line.
Still 9 minutes to go. If you can somehow come up with a stop or maybe a turnover, that Hoisington's been very good tonight at controlling the football.
I feel like that's what we've been saying all game, though. You just got to get this Hoisington offense off the field. It's been impossible so far. Here is Moore back to pass. Josiah Monday wrecked one of the offensive linemen that time, and there's a receiver running free for Hoisington who goes across the 50-yard line. Brady Gebhardt will take him out of bounds after the 50-yard line, but it's another big play here for Hoisington.
We keep saying you got to stop the run, but when they drop back to pass, really haven't been able to stop that either. So a big first down picked up there by Hoisington to keep this drive alive.
19 yards. First down and 10 at the southeast 45 now for Hoisington. Kraft again working that middle, doing the hard running for the Cardinals. He'll get 2.5 on first down. 22 carries for Taryn Kraft.
Yeah, just an absolute workhorse. He had 99 carries coming into this game for 955 yards, now well over 1,000 yards on the season.
Second down and 8. Cardinals switching guys in and out here, calling plays as we approach the 8-minute mark. Baker's dozen lead here by the Hoisington Cardinals, 49-36. Second down and 8. 2 wide receivers and a slot back come to the left. Here's a ball on the ground. Moore's going to have to pick it up and stretch it out. Southeast of Saline chasing. Cannon Jacobson will take a dive at his ankles, but then it is Cameron Whitty who comes up. Brody Chambers will help Tony Moore up after he loses 2 yards.
But a smart play if you're Tony Moore. Mm-hmm. He gets to that sideline, knows he's not going anywhere, and just falls down to stay in bounds to keep this clock running, as by the time they snap this, it'll be close to under 7 minutes to go. So third down and about 9 right here for Hoisington, and need a stop. You got to find some way. I feel like we're just beating it to death, but it's what it comes down to.
Ball tucked just inside of the 45-yard line. Third down and 9. Kraft behind Moore, ducks under center. Moore keeps it. He has Chambers with him, and Brody Chambers will make the stop for no gain on the play. A stalemate there. Now Chambers grabs at his calf when he hops up. He may be cramping now, but he read that play perfectly as he's trying to stretch that right leg out, and he goes back to the defensive line, and now a fourth down coming up.
And I think Hoisington right here may just run this clock down and maybe take a timeout, as they're checking in Carson Mason in the game for Gage Britt, and it looks like they're leaving the offense out on the field here to potentially go for it on fourth down with about 6.5 to go.
4th and 9 at the 44. Can Southeast defense get Hoisington off the field? 3 wide receivers right-hand side and movement by the Cardinals.
And that might change what they decide to do right here, as they're going to lose 5 yards, and it'll bring up 4th and 14 right now. They're still going to leave the offense out on the field, it looks like, set up in that same formation.
Well, they changed formations. They went from 3 wideouts on the right-hand side, put some running backs in the backfield. Now they're going to go split 2 by 2. Big shotgun here for Moore. He might be quick kicking here. Moore's going to take the snap. He is going to put his foot into it, quick kick it, and it's going to take a left turn and go out of bounds and end up on the track. This thing probably went out of bounds at about the 35. So the official's going to run all the way down to about the 25. Then he's going to start his journey back, and he's going to stop at the 31. So a quick kick there with no return. And Southeast of Saline has the football back with 5:58 left to go. Trailing by 13. 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, you're going to have to find a way to get points on the board quick. Your defense is finally able to get you a stop. Now your offense coming back onto the field after that turnover and interception on the last drive.
Andale has gone to final over Wichita Collegiate, 50-25.
So Beth has ran away and won at beat Humboldt 49-18. Nemaha Central wins 53-27.
Rematch between those two next week, huh? Here's Kerr throwing the football, overthrows Cameron Whitty, who was open out in the flat. Whitty was steaming pretty good towards the sideline. I don't know if he was able to turn that one upfield if he did catch it, but that ball just too high and hot out of bounds over the head of Cameron Whitty. Second down and 10.
Norton beats Ellsworth 20-6. So the winner will play the Norton Blue Jays next week.
And as we understand, if that is southeast of Saline, it will be at home for the Trojans. If it is Hoisington, they will go on the road to Norton. Here's Gebhardt, fake on the end around. Kerr's going to keep it. Spinning off a Hoisington tackler, still carrying him, and gets all the way to the 41-yard line. Gain of 10 by Daniel Kerr.
Yeah, and they're stopping the clock right here. I don't know if it's going to be a measurement or they're going to give him a first down.
They spotted it by a good yard.
Based on the spot right here. Southeast looking to go fast, and they're still looking over there, not even sure what to do. This is really slowing the offense down for Southeast. Now they're starting the clock, and the official still in the way.
Nathan Weller almost pushed the official out of the way because he wants to snap the ball. Out in the flat, here's Evan Watkins to the 50, takes on a couple of Cardinals, still tackles and get out of bounds over at maybe the 40-yard line.
And they were resetting the sticks like it was a first down. They hadn't even set the sticks yet. Nonetheless, going to be another first down, but this should stop the clock right here, and it should not start until after the play is ran.
At the 18-yard line that time to Evan Watkins. Hoisington isn't ready to go. Kerr got him sleeping. He's going to play it out to Cameron Whitty, and Whitty's going to run out of bounds to stop the clock at the 28.
Good play call right there and get him going as it looks like Southeast is going to go quick here. Hoisington's got a guy carrying his shoe in his hand. And now they just told him to go down so he could put his shoe on.
Wow.
You got coaches running in front of the officials. So he should have to come out for this play. As he is not hurt, and he's carrying a shoe in his hand.
You could clearly see the coaching staff telling him to sit down on the turf.
Yeah, and they're going to allow him to stay in this game when it should be an injury timeout, and he should have to come out. Just killing the momentum right here for Southeast of Saline.
That catch by Evan Watkins was 27 yards. And then followed up by Cameron Whitty of 14 yards. Here's Kerr, back to pass. He's being chased from behind. He's going to unleash this one down the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds and hit the track. So Kerr had back-to-back completions there and throws this one out of bounds after Hoisington bought themselves a break in play and broke the momentum that Southeast had there, telling a player to go down on the ground and take his time and tie a shoe.
Yeah, just a free timeout right there for Hoisington.
Southeast still has 3 remaining. 3 wide receivers left-hand side. Kerr wants to roll that way. He's going to go out into the flat to Thaxton, who takes a diving attempt at it, and it's incomplete. Out there on the edge. Thaxton made an effort. Would have gone for about 5 yards. Instead, now it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, now you're sitting back in 3rd and long here and just heavy on that left-hand side for C.J. Bryant for Hoisington on the last 2 plays at that defensive end spot has got in the backfield.
5:15 to go, 3rd down and 10. Kerr fakes it. Now he's going to run up the middle. Breaks off one Cardinal, breaks off another, carrying 2 of them now inside the Can Equip red zone to the 18-yard line. What a run by Daniel Kerr. It'll get 10 yards and a first down.
And I think you got to go quick right here once again.
Football setting at the 17. Kerr rolling out to the left. Looking downfield. He's going to go back across the field, and a ball that is up for grabs. It's Alderdice or Wyatt Boyd. Where's the signal? Where's the signal? Touchdown, Southeast. Wyatt Boyd went in and wrestled that football away. Might have been intended for somebody else, but Boyd went in and took it up on his own accord and took that football down for a 17-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I believe that ball was intended for Cameron Whitty, and Wyatt Boyd come over and he almost Superman like we saw Thaxton do and was able to wrestle that one away. So now 49-42, 4:49 to go, looking to go quick here.
7-point.
Let it go, children! Let's go! Get a stop!
Way to go, Joe! Let's go! Fire up, Trojans! Go, defense! Swagger. That's good. Good play.
Back here in Hoisington, 49-42 is our score. Saline has just 26 points. Their 2-point conversion, 17-yard pass. To a kid to Ryan Brody. Let's go!
4:49 to go here, Devin. Sorry to interrupt you, but
you're good,
still got 3 timeouts if you're southeast of Saline. So I think right here you need to get a coverage, and that 2-point conversion is big because now you're still at a 7-point game right here. Asking your defense now to get 2 stops in a row.
Wyatt Boyd ready to go here with his coverage team again. He's going to kick this one on the turf. It's going to take a bounce to a Cardinal at the 30-yard line, and they're going to bring it out and return it to about the 39. It's weird, and I know part of it is Wyatt Boyd and where he's placing these kicks, but it seems like Hoisington all night long has started between the 30 and the 40-yard lines. It's always right here in this portion of the field.
Yeah, and I don't think you're wrong here. They've had very, very good field position all night long, and now, I mean, really it comes down to this. They're going to burn the play clock or burn the clock down here after this play when it starts, but it all starts right here on first down.
How long, if you're southeast of Saline, do you wait and hold those timeouts? That's the question, and that's where the coaching really comes in. First down and 10. Hoisington's going to send a guy in motion. They're going to hand it off to Kraft, and he does what he needs to do on first down. He goes ahead for 6 yards.
I don't think you use them here yet. Still early, still 4:30 left to go. They'll have to snap it right around the 3:55 mark. See what happens here on second down, but a very good gain by the workhorse for this Hoisington team, Taryn Kraft.
Well, and you have to spot them right also, right? You know, if you get a first down and a stop for like 1 yard or no gain, you can't do it after a 6-yard gain because then they get a first down and you're done.
Right.
Second down and 4 from their own 46. One wide receiver to the left-hand side, and Hoisington moved. 3 or 4 linemen up front moved for Hoisington. So that will move the football back with 4:02 remaining.
And that might change a little bit here because now you're at 2nd and 9, so really that's only turns into a 1-yard gain. So the clock should not start here, should not restart after that play. And they're going to wind it.
Second down and 9. Back to the 41. Our play clocks are not synced up either. 20 seconds on one end, it's not working. The other end has 9. Now the one on the one end that was frozen at 20 has jumped, and now it syncs up. Second down and 9. Straight ahead, Taryn Kraft is going to have a first down. As he crosses midfield, he will go to the 48-yard line. An 11-yard gain by Kraft. 24 carries. Now 95 yards.
Yeah, it's worked all night for him. Go right back to it. Don't go away from what got you here. Taryn Kraft being a big workhorse tonight. And now you're getting in that territory where they'll snap it under 3 minutes to go here. You got to get a stop on first down, and now your timeouts might come into play.
Yeah, stops and timeouts, I think you're in that area right now. 3:09 left to go. They can take it down to about 2:50 here in that area if they want to take that play clock all the way down. It looks like that's what Tony Moore, the quarterback, is going to do.
There's another false start.
And this will help Southeast even more. Now it's going to go to a 1st and 15 as a procedure penalty is going to be issued here to Hoisington.
Yeah, but are they going to wind the clock again and just keep, if I'm Hoisington, why not just keep false starting and let the clock burn down?
That doesn't make sense, does it? I don't pretend to be a football rules expert. Get me when we turn the calendar here in December.
So now they can take another 25 seconds off and burn it down to about 2 minutes, 2:20 before they have to snap this ball.
1st and 15. Back on the Hoisington side of the field here at the 47.
There's another false start on the far side over there.
But again, if the clock continues to roll, Russ, I'm with you. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't. So they're going to get a false start, and that'll stop it.
Coach Gebhardt's going to take a timeout here. 2:30 on the clock.
And why? I'm not quite sure exactly what we got going on here. I mean, right? If you're Hoisington, why would you not just keep false starting and going back and then running 25 seconds off the clock here?
Kind of goes to the
every time.
Kind of goes to the question we had at home, right? The clock should not start after a delay of game, or else you'd never have to run a play.
Yeah.
So they are going to mark it off here against Hoisington at the 42-yard line now. 1st and 20, but now it's a down thing and not a distance thing. As Southeast of Saline has taken, well, I don't know if they took that timeout or not, because Coach Gebhardt came out, he signaled timeout.
And he did not wind to start the clock, and the clock is running. The coaching staff is furious over there.
Yeah, that clock should not have started.
Should never have started after a dead ball like that. And I think that's what the coach, Gebhardt, is asking. Hey, there should be about a minute back on the clock if we're going to take all these false starts and go back.
Coach Gebhardt now, he's coming out on the field. He is actually on the hash mark.
He's in the cornerback spot right now.
Going to walk with the official now over to the sideline. 2:30 placed on the clock here. Back to the 42.
And it should not start again, and it didn't. So I think we're ready to go to finally get a first down playoff. So you get all this help right now if you're Southeast. You got to get a stop.
Boy, howdy. Hoisington still in tight. Couple of slot backs, couple of tight receivers. Going to hand it off to Taryn Kraft, their go-to guy. He'll come across the 45 and get to about the 47-yard line. That will be a timeout for Southeast of Saline. It's the Trojans' first timeout, and they will go to the sideline, so we'll step away. 2:24 left to go. It's a 7-point Hoisington lead. They have 2nd down and 16 when we come back on KINA.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Trojan Football on KINA Sports.
This game has been fast-paced. It's had a lot of scoring, and now we are just kind of stalled out here with 2:24 left to go. Hoisington has the football. They are massaging a 7-point lead, 49-42. 2nd down and 15 for the Cardinals at midfield. The line of scrimmage is their own 47-yard line. They have taken one wide receiver and split him to the near side. That's Mason Martin. Football right in the middle of the field, and now Tony Moore is going to get the snap on a play where the center snapped the ball, but nobody else moved, and Southeast of Saline is going to wreck that play for a short loss. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, he was not ready for the snap when he went down.
But nobody else moved.
Yeah, nobody moved. The center snapped it, and he got it, and it kind of delayed. And luckily, Josiah Monday was aware enough that he just went right on through and made contact, and that was tackled him for no loss. So now you're 3rd and 15, and you've only lost 10 seconds since the first down play.
We've seen this Hoisington team go through 3.5 quarters, probably with a little help, and not get many penalties at all. And now it seems like they're falling out of their rocking chair.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So now they've moved the ball this whole game, and then you have back-to-back false start penalties and get deep back, and now you're 3rd and 15. But if you're Southeast, Devin, the pass has killed you in the second half on 3rd down.
Yeah, you have to be aware of that. I don't know if Hoisington has that in their DNA. I don't know if they are that team that would try that, but like you said, they've been awfully successful. They are 4 of 5 passing the football here in the second half, and they've all been big plays. 40 yards, 24 yards, 17 yards, 19 yards.
Just needing 16 right here to get the first down.
3rd down and 16. Football at the 47-yard line. Again, one wide receiver goes to the right-hand side. That's Mason Martin. Moore ducks under center. He'll send Alderdice in motion to the right side as well. Moore wants to pass. He's under pressure. They want to slip the screen. A little inside-outside move by Taryn Kraft, and he is going to make it out of bounds at the 35-yard line and a first down. Boy, Southeast getting a little bit of their own medicine to them then as Hoisington slipped the screen and they get the first down.
And chalk that one up to the coaching staff from Hoisington. What a play call right there to set up that screen. Now you're 2:10 left to go, and you're only 1 timeout left if you're Southeast of Saline.
19 yards. The big plays continue as that one came back to Taryn Kraft. The 34-yard line. What a play. Southeast just has 1 timeout remaining.
And that's delay a game.
Yep, clock went to 0. So Hoisington's going to have to pay the penalty of 5 yards there, delay of game. Back judge hand was floating the whole time.
Well, the coach is talking to him now, Coach is going to talk him out of delay game penalty here.
Delay a game on Hoisington. Should back them from the 34 back to the 39.
Still only 1 timeout's big for that 3rd down. Was just an absolute drive killer. Right there is now you got 2:10 left to go, 1st and 15. Clock's going to run with this 100% chance of Taryn Kraft getting the football right here.
You would think so, wouldn't you? Well, he's been really good tonight, and he doesn't turn the ball over either. That's the other thing with him that you can pretty much bet the farm on. He runs into Brody Chambers this time after a gain of 2, and Mitch Gebhardt will take his last timeout. So that for Taryn Kraft was his 26th carry, 102 yards, but it might be his 19-yard reception that is remembered the most after this game. As Southeast of Saline has burnt their last time out, 2:05 remaining. And Hoisington facing a 2nd down and 15. Again, the winner of this game will play Norton, the Blue Jays. Moving on, 3 of the 4 teams left in the West came into this game tonight at 10-0. The lone one that had a loss was Ellsworth, and they lost to 10-0 Southeast of Saline in the last week of the regular season. It's just been a West that's been loaded, but you still get the feeling everybody is chasing Nemaha Central, the defending champion, that will come out of the East more than likely.
Yeah, they're going to get Sabetha, who they've already faced Sabetha once this year, and I believe it was 24-28-0, something like that. Sabetha unable to score. Osage City putting points up tonight, but defense couldn't keep them in it.
And what a rivalry between Sabetha and Nemaha Central. They're both close proximity. Yeah. Boy, that'll be just an entertaining game there next week. 2nd down and 13 for Hoisington. Ball sitting at the 37-yard line. Moore's going to keep it this time. Stretch play. Daniel Kerr is there, and he's going to hold it for, looks like a gain of 3.
Now, looks like they will have to snap this with about 1:15 left, so Can't quite run it out yet, I don't think, but really, really close.
Football sitting at the 34, 3rd down and 10. Now after that play by Moore. Trying to stretch it out there, use as much time as he could, then went down before he ran out of bounds. Clock will be down to about 1:15 when they snap this here on a 3rd and 10. They give it to Taryn Kraft, and it may not matter as Kraft gets inside the 25 and gets another first down. That's the difference maker right there.
Yeah, Taryn Kraft just kind of put this team on his back tonight. Just Southeast unable to stop him right there. So tough break. It's going to be a tough way for this Southeast team to more than likely go out right now, as Hoisington can just take knee and go into victory formation.
At the 23-yard line, less than a minute left to go. 1st down and 10. Victory formation here for the Cardinals. Moore under center. He's going to take a knee. Nobody pushing in from southeast of Saline as they have conceded this game. 49-42. Hoisington will have to do it one more time. There's about a 9/10 of a second difference between play clock and game clock. And Hoisington will move to 11-0 and into the next round. Moore takes a knee, and that will do it. Our final score from Hoisington: Cardinals 49, Southeast Trojans 42. Hoisington advances in a classic of a football game into the next round. Post-game is next. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. Final numbers for you and our final thoughts on this one coming up after this on KINA.